can't remember the last time you beat us in a derby, Steve. I'm actually confident. I can see it, man. Steve's like, you know what, lads? Take it on the chin. I can see it, bro. 2 wins in a row, and it's going to be 3 losses in a row for you, Big Steve. Yeah. If you win, I'll get you a Chinese. Your favourite one round the corner. Is that a fair deal, Steve?
Jamal will be here on Monday.
You know what? I'll go one further.
Jamal will be here on Monday.
SAEED TV is back on Monday. We're back. My name's still Jamal. I'm flipping A Foden, man. Oh, flipping hell, man. Where are you? Look at this, man. We're just lumping it forward, man. 2 of them. There's 2 of you. There's bloody 2 of you. Look at this. Dickheads, bro, man. Sick of them, bro.
How many times have you cried?
Stop fucking laughing, bro. I'm being serious in the live, like. Both of these are going out. Wallahi, stop laughing, bro. This is not a laughing matter.
Shit fucking team.
Fuck up. Yo, fuck off.
Ineos have brought in a football structure. They've got the best of the best. I hope for Amorim, I think this is the one.
Luke Shaw again, you fuck up! Get out of that goal! Get it gone! Useless! Look at this Bruno, man. You fucking idiot! Wallahi, piss off, man. Piss off at this house. Piss off! Get out, man! Stop mucking it now, bro. It's not funny. There's a serious situation here. Are you just joking around, bro? No, shut up! Ruben Amorim, yeah? Nothing this manager's doing is anything right. Perfect. This thing's jack off, man. How have we allowed this fraud to still be here? He's good on his day. Hold on. He's good on his day. What day? My name's still Jamal. Today I said to myself, you know what, man? If we win today, yeah, SAEED TV's back. Season starts. Now fuck that. Fuck that. Where are we going? Where? Manchester United have 1 game a week. No, that's a handball, no? Ah! You fucking idiot! You're an animal! Animal! You had 1 job! You fucking had 1 job! You wallahi! You know what, lads? Take it on the chin.
Hey, I don't know whether to cap Skull or SAEED, but listen, between the 2 of you,
man. Oh my days, Skull killed me.
That's art, bro.
Oh,
like that walk around the stadium was very Robbie Etihad like. I can't even lie. I didn't even clock that.
Yeah.
Jeez, Skull,
the
man.
best in the business. The best in the top of the game.
Skull killed me.
He didn't listen to me though when I told him about Omar the tea maker. You know what I mean? He was trying to make it Omar the CEO. You know what I mean? The guy used to go and get the Just Eat order at the bottom of the stairs.
SAEED's actually genuinely shocked that he said some of the.
Well, I'm just shocked that all happened yesterday, man. Like, it's in the moment, obviously, you're not thinking, innit, man? But yeah, Skull, man, it's crazy.
It used to happen to you a lot, that like you have these moments where you're not thinking.
Yeah, shit happens, innit, man? United.
It happens a lot.
So we'll get into it, man.
Welcome back, people. It's the Big Six. You know what it is already. Hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Big up Thuggery on the buttons, behind the scenes, and obviously the panel. But big up FUAD in the building. Tobbs is away, international duty for him. So FUAD's in the building. So yeah, big up FUAD as always. Come on, FCM link up. It's been, it's been 3 years, 4 years now we've been linking up. So make sure you lot subscribe to FUAD's channel. Active now. As is everyone's on FCM to be honest, but yeah, FUAD's active now, so obviously make sure you go show some love there. Big up Matisse, Steve, GRIZZ, and SAEED back in the building. Individual channels in the description below, and people just like, subscribe, and enjoy. That's what it's about. Monday night we review the game week. You know what it is already. You know where we're starting already too. Manchester Derby. We done the mob for it. Big up everyone that tuned into that. Big up Geordie who popped in as the United representative on the day. But yeah, Steve, you was obviously there. Bittersweet as well, obviously, considering before the game the news about Ricky Hatton, someone that you're actually closer to than everyone on this panel. But yeah, big Manchester City fan. Rest in peace to Ricky Hatton. But yeah, going into the game, he was remembered. The armbands were worn, and there was a minute silence. And then you went on to well, people said 3-0 is not smoking, but I'd call it a slapping. I don't know, what word you want to use, but it's a nice win.
It's like when you buy a packet of biscuits from the shop and your little brother takes one and you say, who's had a biscuit out of there? And he's like, not me. And then you notice the crumbs around his chops. So you give him a slap around the head and just push him up the stairs, innit? That's what happened. You know what I mean? He got a slap round his head and he got told off for trying to eat the biscuits, and he got pushed up the stairs. You know what I mean? And this has been happening for 13 years now. Not 13 weeks. These shameless bastards were celebrating being above Manchester City for 1 week out of 13 years last week. 1 week out of 13 years. And then we had to suffer the bullshit, the laughing, the joking. I feel like I'm confident. I think we've got a chance. I'm going there with this. I'm going there. I don't know where the confidence went. Yeah, we got beat off Tottenham and we got beat off Brighton. You got beat off fucking Grimsby Town, mate. So where's this confidence come from? Because I'm not being funny. I was just amazed by it. So I bided my time. I took a step back. I took it on the chin. Yeah. And I knew what was happening. I told you what was happening. I told you what was going to happen. We'll see on Sunday. And I tell you what, it was just, it was embarrassing for them again. You know what I mean? They do get the odd little result here and there. But I think City sort of just tempt them into it sometimes to let them give them that false hope, because the shit. The club from top to bottom is a shit show. The biggest pile of shit. We've had to sit on here and listen to the Ineos era. Jim's going to do this. Jim's going to do that. Jim's done fuck all. Omar Barada, he's the man who's going to do it. Man City have lost their CEO. No, we lost the guy that went and got the Just Eat order at the bottom of the stairs. Omar, do us a favour, our kid. Jamal's at the bottom of the stairs with the pizzas. Go and grab him. That's who we lost. You know what I mean? We replaced him. Jason Wilcox, the academy saviour. Yeah, he's doing well. You know what I mean? Academy's looking great. Not. And like you say, this Amorim ball. I went to Lisbon and Sporting Lisbon slapped us. Yeah. I come back on this show and it was like, what's coming. Look at what's just done. Amorim's just done this. Amorim's just done that. Rim ball is here. 31 points in 31 games. 7 wins in 7 months. Manchester United Football Club, this is what we're talking about, yeah? And do you know what it is, yeah? I'm sick to death of everyone telling us how big they are. We know you're big. No one gives a fuck anymore. I'd rather be Grimsby Town than you at the minute. They've got more going for them. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, but we're the biggest club in the world. Fucking go. Get on with it. You know what I mean? SAEED was at the Etihad with me the other day. He couldn't believe how dry he was underneath the stand. He couldn't believe it. Normal, like where I go, like River Styx down the stairs. You know what I mean? He couldn't believe it. 5-star rating on the wall when we walked in. He said, "What's this?" He's like, "Have you won it 5 times?" I said, "No, that's the chicken rating, SAEED. The chicken rating. It's not the Champions League. It's a chicken." He went, "All right, buzzing." So we showed him around the Etihad and that. He got a bit comfortable, and then his boys let him down again. And listen, Manchester City deserved it. Erling Haaland, all these dickheads online. Erling Haaland's this and he don't do this and he don't do that. He don't have to do anything. He's a fucking striker. Since when have strikers now all got to get the ball and dribble past 6 players and put it in the top corner? The guy's got fucking the best goal scoring record in the world. Do you know what I mean?
Actually,
and then he turned
well as well outside the box. To be honest, he actually had a good game.
United had a spell where they had 4 corners. He headed every single one of them away. You know what I mean? He does his little thing, but people don't see that. It's like, it bores me to death. The guy's there to score goals. That's what we bought him for. You know what your job is? Score goals. Don't come in midfield. Don't go on the wing. Don't go out wide. Score goals. Okay, I'll do it. He scores the most goals, and he's not the complete player, is he? You know, but Isaac's a better footballer. Fuck off. Isaac's there to score goals the same as him. So and then we're doing it, but he's doing it better. Simple as that. And then you've got like this United team. Like I looked at that midfield and I'm thinking, wow, what's going on here? You know what I mean? Rodri's nowhere near up to speed of what he was, but he looked really good against them. You know what I mean? Jeremy Doku not had a good season. And I'm not going to say it's a vintage performance because it wasn't. We just got the job done. Derbies, everyone's got a derby in their team and it can go left very quick. We've seen Liverpool and Everton go a bit mad. Tottenham, Arsenal goes mad. Do you know what I mean? So we just needed to get the win, but there's big problems there at United. I don't know where they go from here. I'm hoping they keep him because I don't know what they're seeing in him. You know what I mean? I don't know I don't know which spark of light they're keeping hold of, because I just don't get it from any of them. You know what I mean? Bruno Fernandes didn't want to be on the pitch. Not bothered. He's playing too deep. Doesn't affect the game. Ahmad, he was up against Nico O'Reilly, who was a number 10. We played him at left back. Another Pep weirdness. Never went at him once, really. Do you know what I mean? Umbuemo, I'll give it him. I feel like he tried his best, but it's Umbuemo. All of a sudden on this show, it's like, oh, Umbuemo. It's fucking Umbuemo. He's fucking shit. You know what I mean? He's Umbuemo. He played for Brentford. He had the odd game. He's not Man United, the biggest team in the world level. You know what I mean? And then Donnarumma. I had to listen to Donnarumma disrespect. He's not good. He's not good in the air. But I'll tell you what, he's fucking probably the best goalkeeper in the world. You know what I mean? He won the treble with Paris Saint-Germain. He won the Champions League. Just because Enrique wants to go in a different direction doesn't mean that Donnarumma's wank. Because for me, he gave us a presence. And instead of doing the tippy-tappy shit at the back, which gets us under fucking duress all the time, it was good to see a goalkeeper go, you know what? Fuck it. Launch it. And you're launching it to the man up front. And look at the space he had. That third goal, he had the length of the whole half to run into. United, I don't know if he's trying to play an offside trap in his own half, but it was fucking mental. But at the end of the day, listen, we know Manchester's blue now. If we want to go deep into the History Channel and that, you can ask Grizz about that. He can talk about the history and that. But at the present day, yeah, Manchester is fucking blue. We're winning trebles. We're winning 4 in a row. We're slapping them every week. They've not finished above Little City for 13 years. That's not, you know what I mean? Can you imagine if Tottenham had finished below Arsenal for 13 years and they were coming on here going, well, we're a bigger club than you. You'd just be like, shut up, you dick. You know what I mean? And this is what I'm going to have to get now. He's my mate and I love him. And he's like my little brother, Jamal. But if you're being a dick, I'm just going to have to call you the dickhead now because I can't suffer it anymore. You know what I mean? It's Little United. And at the minute, Jamal, you're a little dickhead. So you need to sort your head out because you're making yourself look a tool. You've got a guy eating fucking popcorn in your house while you're getting slapped. And you've got a guy behind you that looks like a preacher. I don't know what he's preaching. He's just fucking singing in the corner. It looked like a comedy sketch. So you need to get a grip of your house. Your house is falling apart, man. It's falling apart. Your house is falling apart. He's replaced biryani with popcorn. And there's nothing else I can say. But all I'm going to say is this. Listen, it's normal service resumed. They got slapped. They're Little United now. You know what I mean? We're not bothered about him anymore. Go on about your 20 titles. No one gives a shit. You're getting slapped about off City, the little team in Manchester. We're happy in the shadow. We love it here. It's warm. It's cozy. You know what I mean? We're happy. And normal service resumed. And I can see him going down. I can see him going down. I don't see him staying up. You know what I mean? They celebrated a win against Burnley in the last minute. Yeah, the last minute. And then got beat off Grimsby. Got beat off Arsenal. Drew against Fulham. Now been slapped off City. It's not looking good, bro. It's not looking good, man. But listen, on the final note, all I'm going to say is rest in peace, Ricky Hatton. Tragic news that he sort of put football into perspective the weekend. 46-year-old. He was a good friend of mine. Brought a lot of happiness to the red side and the blue side of Manchester and all around the country. I think everyone used to back Ricky when he fought. And it's absolutely tragic. And all I can say is, listen, there's a lot of... I get a lot of stick sometimes for replying to DMs. And people say, Steve, you shouldn't reply to all the DMs, and I get it. But over the last 5 years, I've probably saved 4 people's lives by replying to that DM. So part of me gets it, but part of me understands that sometimes people reach out, you know what I mean, for help. And I'd never live with myself, if I'd seen something and it went tits up. I know it's not my job. So all I'm going to say is if there's anyone out there that's struggling with mental health, please, it's all right trying to contact us lads, but we're not qualified. We're just normal guys. Contact Mind, Body and Soul. Contact Calm. Contact Andy's Man Club. People like that where you can get help straight away. You know what I mean? Don't suffer in silence and think, Big Steve's not replied to me DM. You know, get onto these people for professional help because the world's a bad place at the minute. And like I say, we don't want to lose any more people, man.
Big up, Steve. Come on. SAEED. You know what's in my head when Steve said you was at the Etihad and you couldn't believe how dry he was? It took me a couple seconds, but yeah, when I got there, that was a banger. But yeah, sorry. That was the other day. It's a Sunday, bro. it's not often you do watch-alongs for your, well, you do for your home game, but you was meant to go to that one, so it was a surprise to see the footage, and yeah,
man. Listen,
you got
I echo Steve's message about Ricky, man. Manchester legend. So rest in peace to Ricky. Innit? You feel me? But, if there's one kind of happiness, is that his family would have enjoyed that. I'm saying so. Big up to Ricky Hatton. But yeah, listen, man. I'm getting cooked tonight. Excuse me, and I deserve it, man. You know what I mean? I backed the situation. I thought City were vulnerable, guys, man. I genuinely thought like this wasn't an amazing City. You know what I'm saying to you? And even to be honest with you, I don't think they were amazing in the game. Yes, it could have been 6-0, but like there was cracks, man, appearing, man, from within the fan base. And I thought I'd just seize the moment, guys, man. I thought them little cheeky little 2-1. You know what I mean? Like I went to the stadium, I was speaking to a couple of guys, and I didn't really feel the confidence. And and then honestly on Derby Day, there's them Derby Day nerves, in it. But yeah, we got smashed, man. We got battered, man. I think for me the scoreline flattered us, man. I think we had chances when City kind of just sat back. I think, to be honest with you, the goals were comical. Luke Shaw, comical. Maguire coming on, comical. But it's not working, guys, man. You know what I mean? Like this manager, the system, whatever you want to call it. I didn't want to talk about system anymore. You know what I mean? I'm not even want to talk about formation anymore, guys. It's about results. 31 games, 31 points. That's what I want to talk about, guys. You know what I mean? That's what 1 point a game. You know, in terms of World War II, he's the worst performing Man United manager. That's what I want to focus on. So we can do all this, tactics and whatnot. But, bro, I just feel like we just talk about United not failing, not getting the results, bro. And again, it's our worst season since whenever. Every season, it feels like it's our worst season. I don't know if you guys read these stats, but every year it feels like a new stat. Yeah, bro. I'm like, where did this stat come from? Because I'm sure last season it was the worst since 1930 something. So, yeah, man, like when I look at it, nothing went well for us. We just couldn't do anything, bro. And yeah, we had chances towards the end, but City took their chances, but City also missed a big chances. Haaland, you know what I mean? They were having fun at one point, man. It was embarrassing, bro. And the manager has to go, man. He has to. And this now comes on Ineos now. What are you doing? Because this becomes negligence now, guys. This becomes like, what are you waiting for? Are you doing another Ten Hag where you wait until it's too late? Like, what are you trying to do? And the manager's talking about suffering. I'm suffering. Are you all right, mate? Do you not see us? Do you not see what Skullfuggery's doing? You know what I mean? Like, bro, like, people are making movies out of us, bro. Like, it's not great, man. And to be honest with you, man, like, it's not good enough, bro. You can talk about idea, you can talk about systems. This manager has not got results. And ultimately, that keeps you in your job, bro. I'm tired. I'm bored of it. And I'm sick of talking about him every day. He should have been gone. He should be going. And City, like I said to you, didn't have to even get out of gear 2. They weren't that amazing. I didn't really see Rodri and Reinders. That's meant to be their 2 best players in midfield. But Haaland, don't get me wrong, had an amazing performance. Probably man of the match. But I just look at it and thought, we gave City a confidence booster for no reason. Really and truly. And I'm not saying that Man United are amazing, but we just let them have it in the game, bro. In a Manchester derby. But it's, you know what, it's all good. You know what I mean? On to the next one. It's just so bad, bro. You tell me a manager that brings on a centre-back when you're 2-0 down. Just to what? Preserve the 3-4-3. What is this manager doing?
He gave it away. He gave it away the last one.
You know what I'm saying to you? And guess who was on the last man? Harry Maguire. Couldn't get back. So the manager doesn't know what he's doing. The subs are wrong. The team's wrong. He brings on Ugarte, not played him all season. Didn't play him in the Europa League final, but then decides, you know what? Let me put him in the Man City game. And I'm not saying he had a bad game, but it's like, it's the idea, is his intention. I'm telling you now, bro, ways, and I know you guys will talk about it, he wants to get sacked. He's waiting for that paycheck. He's saying, yo, give me the paycheck. Let me leave, bro. I just want my money.
Last week, yeah, I told you, didn't I? that I spoke to some of the players, yeah?
Yeah.
One of the players was a Viking. And in his text message, which I've shown, I don't know if I've shown you, didn't I? Did you see it?
Yeah, you showed me.
He said, there's no one more angry than me. Wait till Derby Day. Trust me, I'm going to put it right on Derby Day. I'll show you what I can do. I said, that's all I need to know from you. He fucking turned up and he put him to bed. I messaged him last night and I said, fair fucks to you. You had the bollocks to reply to me, who was not happy after Brighton. He told me what he was going to do and you backed it. And he just put, get in, and sent me a love heart. Now, what a fucking man. The guy's confidence at a different level. Even on the commentary, Neville and Keane, even Keane had to swallow his words yesterday and say, yeah, he was up for it. And when Erling Haaland's in that form, he's on it. And listen, any Man City fans that are crying because we get beat off Pep and Tottenham and that, listen, that's going to happen. I said it, we're in a bit of a process. We're going to have bumps in the road. But when you know the players are on it and they're backing it, then it's a good sign. But like Saeed just said, United, banter aside, I mean, you guys are going to have your say now, but anything I say, I'll just get accused of because I hate United, which I do. But fucking hell, man, it's terrible over there at the minute. Terrible looking over there.
No, Saeed said it. No point of us getting into the two-man midfield or feeling sorry for Euro. It's about the manager. But we love it. We enjoy.
You lot say it continue, but like it's getting to a point now where like the players are looking so disinterested. They don't know what doing. Like they're confused within the formation, whatever. It's just like square pegs and round holes, man. It's just becoming so weird where you've got 5 defenders, but then Luke Shaw's got to kind of step in. Then Bruno Fernandes is the one that's not really, kind of found Foden, and he's not tracked his runner. So and then he's blaming Lenny Yoro. So they're all blaming each other, but really and truly, it's Kalas, man. Like,
I don't think one thing I didn't agree with you on is I haven't got the more than me, but I haven't got the gist that he wants to be sacked.
Now, genuinely, man, go watch his. Honestly, go and look at the words.
No, I do.
Yeah.
He feels like he does. I think he's sabotage at this moment in time. He's sabotaging the club. I think he's
I think the bigger worry for United fans is if he does get sacked. Like previous years, I don't know, when Jose got sacked, when Ole got sacked, you always felt like they could still finesse another top manager or maybe another young up and coming manager to maybe take the job. Like it is such a mess right now. I don't know where they go after this. Like genuinely, if you sack Ruben Amorim, because Ruben Amorim, remember they bought him out of his contract as well. What was it? 15 million, whatever it was. Like that. It was transfer fee money for players. Like you're doing this for a manager. So where do you go after this? That's Saeed.
You know what? I agree with you. You know why? Because since Fergie, they've tried every prototype of manager. They've tried the experienced head who's won it all. They've tried the up and coming manager. They've tried ex-player. They've tried every avenue.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have a feeling the only route they haven't gone down is Premier League, like pluck someone from the Premier League. Have they done that? I don't think
and I'll be real with you. Guess what?
Yeah,
they had the golden ticket to Thomas Frank.
But that was more of a Fergie appointment.
You're right.
They haven't got an international manager yet.
I said they had an opportunity to get Thomas Frank, and they completely left that
that's
one
what I
wide
wanted.
open.
That's what I wanted.
You, brother.
for me, listen, I don't buy into this idea of what next. You just keep it, just make it work. Like keep sacking until you get it right. Like I don't know what.
It's more a question. I think it's genuine. FUAD, who do you think, if there was no bounds, let's say realistic but no bounds, and by that I mean you're not talking Pep here. Who's perfect for United next?
I'll be honest with you. I think there's one man right there, Anthony Raiola at Bournemouth.
That's who Saeed wants. Yeah.
I think for me, he just makes the most sense. The way he's galvanized that team. You look at it this year, he's lost his entire back line. Last year, he lost Dominic Solanke, who scored 19 goals the year before. Bro, he hasn't felt the impact of either one because he's such a good manager. The way he's improved Semenyo, the way he's improved Christie in that team. There's so many players who individually he's improved, but then he's improving them as a team as well. And tactically, I think, bro, from game to game, he switches it up like Thomas Frank. I always say, I've never loved these managers who have their set philosophies and set ways. And I felt like that was a big problem we had with Ange last year. It was like, brother, show some flexibility, because you can't go into every game thinking one size fits all. It's never the case in football. So for me, Iraola, he's shown throughout the past 2 seasons, he can go to the top teams and give him a hard day, similarly like what Thomas Frank used to do. But then he will overachieve for a team of his caliber as well. And I think that's what United need right now. Someone like a steady.
I think it's too big for him. Do you not think it's too big for him, that job?
It could be.
The problem is if you're going to wait for a bigger name, I don't think there are that many big names out there that right now. The only one I would have maybe considered a quote unquote big name is Inzaghi, and he went Saudi Arabia. He said, I would rather be there than touch this poison. So I don't think you can trick a quote unquote top manager or a big name right now into taking that job.
Or a Xavi.
United have to take that gamble on someone who is up and coming, and they have to let it see out. They thought Ruben Amorim was going to be that, being the young guy, winning titles in Portugal. Oh, he's got that aura like Jose. They all fell for the lip service. But they're seeing now he's stuck in his ways. He's stubborn. He's not tactically flexible. And none of these players are individually improving within his system.
The only name that would have made sense from the profile, the arrogance, the aura, the everything else would have been Tuchel, tactical Tommy. Obviously, he's with the England job.
He's took the England job. That's why.
I'm trying to take out the banter and the because they're a shambles. People often say, "Why don't you go harsh on Man United?" And we often say, "What, man? They're dead."
What's more to be said? Yeah.
No, there's no soul in their body. What do you want me to beat up? What do you want me to hurt? If you say anything, there's no pain. They're not feeling no pain. Ask Saeed if he's feeling pain.
I'm feeling pain.
He's numb. No, you're numb. You're numb.
Still not numb.
You're numb. They're numb. You can't beat them anymore. You can't beat a dead body's numb. But I'm trying to think, and you're right, guys. As you lot are asking the question, I'm thinking, who could manage them now? Where do they go? Who manages them?
Can we have some perspective though? Go on, Turkish.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I'm not gonna say the conversation is nonsense, but over the years, even what Enrique said before Super Cup, Enrique said 2023, he was on the verge of signing for Tottenham. Tottenham, I swear, the year before were out of the top 6, I believe, the season before. So when a manager because you're right, the players are dead, right? So
I don't agree with that.
That heart gotta come with the manager. Do you get what I'm saying? You might strike gold and get a young manager in, and trust the process and give him the tools, and you see a positive trajectory. But you're more likely to get that from especially Man United, established. If Tottenham in 2023 could get Luis Enrique, then I still think United can get.
That's what I was going to say.
Pretty much any manager they want, depending on what club they're at. But any manager that they go for, I think they've got a chance.
I think they need experience, and the reason why, I think they've tried it. They tried Mourinho. Do you know what I mean? Van Gaal. Mourinho and Van Gaal both experienced. Mourinho and Van Gaal have done the best out of these new ones. David Moyes was up and coming, not good enough. You know what I mean? Ten Hag was up and coming, not good enough. Amorim's gone from wearing Moncler to wearing the club shop. He looks more like Pulis now than fucking Vivian Westwood when he first turned up. So he's fucking lagging. And then I don't believe in all this bullshit they've had the last couple of years. We're giving the manager a microphone on the pitch, telling you what you want to hear at the last game of the season. No good manager's doing that. You fucking do your business and you fucking go in the summer and you put it right. You don't get a microphone and say the good times are coming. Because you're putting the pressure of Man United, I've said it before, is 20 times more than anyone else. I'm telling you now, it's a fucking pressure cooker. Players can't handle it. They crumble. Managers can't handle it. The last thing you want is some knobhead on the pitch with a mic last game telling you what he's going to do because he's just increased it tenfold. I think they need a manager. I know people might laugh at if I'm the chairman at United now and I'm sat there in the board, I'm thinking we've got to go in a direction where we need stability. We don't need the flair and shit at the minute. We need stability. We need to build a team that can compete and that get back to winning ways. We know we're not going to be the best, but we need to start moving up instead of down. And we need to become Man United again, and we need to have a plan. And for me, I'd go to Atletico Madrid and I'd get Simeone and I'd tell him to build a team.
So if you knew about Simeone, man, listen,
I'd rather watch Simeone build a team of horrible bastards and Man United go to grounds and get results by being physical.
Go watch Atletico last 4 years, man. That's all I'm saying, man.
What do you mean, Saeed?
Watch Grimsby Town battering
the same Simeone, man.
No, you're not wrong.
It's not the same Simeone, man. If you watch the last 4 years,
do you know why he's not the same? Because he's gone stale. He's been there too long.
It's long time.
So now
Yeah,
might
I
be the
agree.
time. Time be the
So you
time
want
where
to
he
still
gets
manage
second.
to come to Man United then?
Nah,
Simeone's better than any
refresh the
manager in his
surroundings.
name.
I don't know, man. Listen. It's not like I said to you. For me, we need to also separate this idea that Amorim are grouping him with all the other managers that have been sacked. Like this guy, bro, he deserves to be sacked, bro. So I get it. We have this conversation of it's Man United again, and they're sacking managers. What's the plan? But also, you got to understand that these guys have done bad as well. And don't get me wrong, there's blame on the appointment. Omar Barada chose him specifically. But at the same time, no manager in world football, we cannot look at him and say, like what's gone wrong? No, he's gone wrong. He has not been able to find results. And we can talk about players and whatnot, but he oversees it, right? So end of the day, for me, like I get it. United, it's been a mess for 13 years, but this is how it's going to be, man. You have to sack until you get it right. And unfortunately, the next manager, if he doesn't do well, he will be sacked. The next manager doesn't do well, he'll be sacked, bro. But obviously, Ineos have now got to get the next one maybe right now. They've got to be very, very almost careful with what they're going to try to do. This 3-4-3 was never going to work. And that has to be blamed on Omar Barada, bro. Because Liverpool, they looked at it and said, yo, we don't want to change everything too soon. This is a bit too much. And they had a proper structure where they were like, you know what? We're not going to do that just now. So that's the mistake that Omar Barada made. He just got a man that really and truly was not going to get the best out of these profiles here. So it's a costly mistake, but it's down to them now to fix it, bro. But it doesn't mean that we just keep a manager just because we don't want to keep doing what we do in the past. You still have to sack him. So, yeah, it's one of them, man. Who does this guy support, by the way? Is he a City fan?
Arsenal.
Is he Arsenal? Okay, cool.
We must start to go, as you said at the end there. No, you're right, though. So when does it happen? Like, I think if you're saying he wants to get sacked, I think he's doing too much then, because it looks like he's on the verge of breakdown, and your club might be looking at it as he's gonna want to go, he's gonna walk, and we're gonna save that cost. Because that's why I don't know.
I don't want to speak too soon about
the
Chelsea's game. I don't want to speak too soon about Chelsea's game because we're gonna speak about that when we need to. But
yeah,
all I'm saying to you is this may continue. That's all I'm gonna say. He may be a while here. You get me till anything happens. Listen, I can't keep talking about Amorim. I've now got.
If you lose to Chelsea at Old Trafford, he gets sacked. I think.
Brother. Grimsby.
I do think, bro.
I don't know.
Does everyone agree? If United lose to Chelsea at Old Trafford, surely Amorim gets.
I think he's a dead man walking. I think it's international break.
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Yeah.
I just don't see the direction of where he's going with it. Even if you're a manager and you say, I haven't got my own players, right? You always come in. If you're a good manager, you tweak what you've got and find a system that works with what you've got. And you get results. And then you think, you know what? Next season, when I get my players, I'm going to show you what I can do. He's just trying to set people up that it doesn't look right. And then that monologue he did on Match of the Day about when everyone was telling him City was overloading the midfield, you were getting out runnings going, no. We had him in the midfield. What he was saying is it's almost like he's that focused and believes that what he's saying is true, that he didn't actually look what was unfielding. When we seen him against Grimsby, that little tactic board, that was fucking, I thought he was cracking up, man. You know what I mean? You wouldn't do that, would you? You're playing Grimsby. Why you got a little
that one he's gonna roll?
Like you've got a little 6-year-old who's going to tell in the dressing room, look, this is my board. This is where you need to play. Amateurish, man.
He's strange, man. For a young manager, he's got no fresh ideas. The way he sets up the midfield for me is the most important part of the pitch. If you lose your midfield, you've lost the game pretty much most of the time. Yeah. And he fails to set up that midfield every single time. Every time he picks a team, that midfield is wrong. He can't pick the midfield. Now, it's not easy because your midfield is arse, I'll be honest. In terms of individuals, you've got players that would get into other teams. But as a collective, the profiles that you have together are so bad. There's no physicality in that midfield. There's nobody that can set a tempo and dictate. There's nobody that can put a foot in and tackle. Even Agate, who's meant to be that guy, he's always lagging behind, drawing fouls. No one wants to keep possession. They're always treating the ball like a hot potato. In Bruno, he's a high risk passer. It's a shocking midfield. It's actually horrendous. And he doesn't want to go to a midfield three. He doesn't want to invert a fullback and try and go with a 4 in there and try and give someone help. Yeah. He doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to change formation. He doesn't want to change the system. He wants to be rigid. He wants to stick to what he's got. I don't even think at wing back. I mean, you've got Diallo, who, you know, I don't even really see him as a wing back personally, but he's done all right over there. But you got Diallo and Mbeumo both cutting in on their left foot on the same flank. Against City on the left wing, you've got no one over there. Dorgu, I know he had a decent pre-season, but this is not someone you build your system around. Mazraoui's not a wing back. It's always Hakimi at Morocco, who's playing left back. He's more defensive. It's the whole thing is just a mess. It's a mess. Yeah. And yeah, your board do need to take responsibility because they decided to allocate funds. And I'm not judging Sesko, but I'm saying that was not a priority. You can't say that Mbeumo, Cunha, and then on top of that, another goal scorer or striker or whatever is more important than a midfielder. It's not.
But I would hold on to the judgment on Sesko. Listen, you lot.
Oh yeah, I'm not judging Sesko.
I mean,
bad. I
just think he's been put out there to fail. I really think.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's lambs for the slaughter, man. There's no kind of almost understanding of what he's meant to do, what his role is. He was just put out there, just chasing. You know what I mean? Just you know, run about and just do what you need to do, bro. Look busy. And I think that was poor, man. You get me? But I do want to mention, like, I know, Steve, you'll say, like, Mainoo's not great, but Lodi, I don't know if you see this cameo, guys. That 30 minutes, apparently he's not good enough, but in that 30 minutes, he literally was doing
something,
You know what I mean, bro? Like, and this is what I was saying to you, Steve. Like, you might say he's average, but clearly the manager's got an agenda against him, bro. Like, he is putting Ugarte, who does nothing. Bruno does nothing. But yet, Kobe Mainoo came on for 30 minutes, bro. And literally was our spark, if there was a spark, bro. So I think it comes down to the manager being stubborn. The manager's got his own idea. And ultimately, he will get sacked as a result. He will, because of his stubbornness. And it's a learning curve. And it's a learning kind of almost for him, you know what I mean, in terms of what he wants to do. Because his own guy said, if you don't adapt, you're an idiot. His own teacher, the one that he went to school under, Mourinho. So I don't think he learned anything under Mourinho. Clearly not.
Would you take Mourinho back, Tim?
No, I wouldn't. Would
you take Roy Keane?
No.
Is he up for managing?
No, you man are trolling.
I know, it'd be good to see that, isn't it?
You man are trolling.
Give it Carrick till the end of the season, man.
What about Wazza?
No.
Carrick was doing bits at Middlesbrough, man.
That was the one that was too far.
No, I wanted Carrick at Spurs, bro. I told you about Spurs.
What about Nuno?
Toby said no.
Nuno's actually a shout. I would actually say.
Listen. No respect to the Portuguese studies, man.
It's got to be Nuno.
Nuno is actually a professional at turning those clubs that are meant to be, relegation candidates into solid European contenders. Wolves,
watch.
You
know what?
Look at it. Nottingham Forest was 17 before he came.
You know what? Life changed, Fuad. I hear it.
They think you're above it. They think you're above it. I can see it in your face. You think you're above it. You're not above that. Manchester United need to get it out of their heads. You are exactly where you deserve to be for multiple seasons on the trot. Even before last season, when Ten Hag was stinking out the gaff in every single metric, you were getting away with it and you finished in a respectable position when really you were part of the bottom five for a lot of things that you shouldn't be. You guys, that's your level, is a Nuno. That you don't want to.
Nuno might even be too good for them.
Boy, somebody that comes in and stabilizes the defense and counters.
Guys,
what about Solskjaer? They got rid of Solskjaer.
Steve, for football to be totally healed and back, and Barclay's back, I think forget all these names, Football needs to do a full circle. What's up, man? Okay.
Yeah, saw your phone out first.
Is it full circle? Is it 360 full circle?
No, that's 180. You mean?
Okay, 180. Yeah,
360 is a full circle.
We need someone like a Sean Dyche or Sam Allardyce to go to big Manchester United and save them from relegation.
Turkish, can you put the guys that are trolling on that side and the guys that are serious on this side? Because when I said Nuno, that's the modern day version of what you just described.
No, but they're in relegation. They're in a relegation battle. Let's be honest.
You man are talking about bringing in a manager because I can tell you're talking about bringing in a manager because you want a certain style of play. You man are obsessed with a certain style of play. You do not have the midfielders. You do not have the midfield. Yeah, but you do not have the midfielders to play the way
No,
that
it's not
I
even
know
about
you
that.
would like to play.
I
Nuno
look at
don't
our manager.
need Agate to even take 10 touches in a match. He will have
What
that
I like
man just
from-
patrolling. That's what you
What I
need.
like from Areola is that he's worked under a certain budget. He's improved the players he's got. He's adapted, and he plays a brand of football that I've watched, and I'm like, you know what? I can see consistency in. It's not really down to the fact that he's doing these little triangles and whatnot, and it looks amazing. I just look at him and I'm like, yo, I like this. I like this manager, and I like what he's about. I like what he's done at Bournemouth. That's it. So it's nothing to do specifically.
You said the brand of football, and I'm saying the brand of football that you want to play, you need multiple transfer windows before you.
No,
can
100%. Like if it comes to the summer will be our I reckon our moment where we
you can't write the season off.
No, 100% not. 100% not.
So that's what I'm saying. If you're
that's
looking
what I'm saying, like the
if you're looking
manager,
for a quick fix for someone that can come in and do a job.
No quick fix, man. No,
I think you need someone to get you to what FUAD just said, get you up the table to a respectable position, even if it's just a 2-year deal. Nuno doesn't have to sign a 5-year deal. A 2-year deal, get yourself up the table, and then once you've had a few more windows to actually bring in players that can control a football in midfield, then you go to the next gear. But you guys are trying to skip a step. You literally can't keep the ball.
No, but we don't need to skip a step when the manager who comes in, the name of the manager I said to, brings in those principles. So I think ultimately, when you look at the Bournemouth players, yeah, cool, they're not Ogati and whatnot, but we're not also gassing some of the players that he's got. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if he can get the best out of them, I'm sure when he comes to Man United, there'll be a coaching element from him that will take where they are right now and get results, bro. It's not hard to improve on what Amorim's done. It's not really hard, is it? So if he can solid baseline where he can get results, get performances, you can climb up this table. Let's not overgas this league, by the way. Let's not overgas this league, bro, because we're seeing teams right now struggling.
I know.
You get a couple of results.
Had Nottingham Forest in the Champions League race.
And 100%. Have you seen me disrespecting Nuno?
Yeah, but I'm saying that gets you up the table. Nuno's actually shown Nuno has shown he can get you higher up the table than Areola. I know it's different clubs, but Nuno has finished.
Yeah, of course.
So why this is? I think it's just.
I've just named you one of the reasons
from Man United that they don't think that Nuno is good enough. Nuno is exactly.
Listen,
he's exactly what you need.
It's not exactly what we need. Unfortunately, it's not. Listen, I know exactly what I need.
No, you don't. You wanted Amorim.
No, I didn't. I never wanted Amorim. No. Hold on a minute. I never wanted Amorim. I wanted Thomas Frank. So that is a lie. Yeah.
So why did you do a documentary? Why did you do a documentary?
Listen, the documentary's not.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on. When you wanted Ten Hag, I don't remember you.
No, brother. Bro, you know, listen. We have our own discourses. We have our own, you know what I mean, shows. There are shows out there on my channel. When Amorim came in, of course, I'm just gonna welcome him, guys. I'm gonna welcome him. I'm gonna give him a little, just a few words and that. You know, I mean, you get excited. It's natural as a fan. But I never wanted Amorim as manager. Plus, it actually came as a shock, really, to everyone that we were getting him. There was no links beforehand. Amorim was going to get the job. So nobody knew really too much. So,
right, yeah. On just on a little separate note before we wrap it up, though.
Yeah.
It's all right going on Amorim and that. Do you think this Jim Radcliffe and this Ineos board, are these men the right for the job? Because looking at them yesterday, they're all scratching their eyeballs out and rubbing their heads and that. And Ferguson was just fucking embarrassed to even sit there. And I think Ferguson needs to sit in the City end next year because
what they do is he stay at home. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Ferguson stay at home and just enjoy red wine from home.
Like you say, Scruffy Jim. You know, we've seen the propaganda from Scruffy Jim when you got knocked out of cups and that, and then he comes out with this AI about this circus tent, and you guys lapped it up and that. How long are you going to keep lapping the bullshit up?
I'm not lapping the bullshit up. I've called them out. I've called Ineos out many a times. I think what right now you're seeing is incompetence. So I've gave them praise when it's needed to be given. I've given them credit when it's needed to be given. But at the same time, I've also, criticized heavily what they've done wrong. They've got this appointment badly wrong, and they need to fix it right now. So I think it's negligence right now. If they keep continuing this, it's pure negligence. So I'm not shy, and I'm not wanting anything from the football club. You know me, like I'll call people out. Like it's easy for me. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't got nothing to lose. End of the day, Jim Ratcliffe, he knows what the fans want, and you got to do it. Simple as that.
Let's do super chats. At least positive. Altai was good.
Brother.
Have you seen that guy, what he does off the ball?
You know,
He entertains the crowd.
Can I not pick you up?
Splits and that and little moonwalks and shit. People were calling the
Yeah, that was
Can you kick him out, please?
What'd you say?
I don't have control.
I saw that video. That was insane.
Yeah. No mistakes. No, you know, he caught everything.
That's the Ice Spice warm-up routine, bro.
Brother.
He's moving crazy. Super chat time. Big up the community. Hit the like button. 8K in the building. Manas says, as a United fan, I've learned to be humble the last several years, but I guess certain men never learn. David says, Sesko and Bomo and Cunha must be regretting the move to United. Truly a graveyard for talent.
We kept saying that on the mob, didn't we? We said, Bremo, what's he doing at United?
They knew what they was going to the team that finished 15th. There's more to the agenda, I think.
You're not too extreme with these regretting, bro, man. Just because the manager's doing badly, they don't regret coming to Man United.
Okay.
What are we doing here, man?
I would disagree. I would say that he should strongly regret coming to Manchester United.
I think Anthony regretted coming.
I think a lot of people should regret going to Man United.
Depay, Di Maria.
The trajectory of a lot of these people's careers.
Di Maria, I'll give you for it. Di Maria, I'll give you.
Lukaku.
Sanchez, yeah.
The trajectory.
Okay. When he said, I don't think they regret, I just said okay because I don't want to. Every single player regrets going to Man United.
Yes.
Every single player.
Juan Mata probably as well.
The last decade.
The problem you've got with the Man United from the top to the bottom, they're still fucking deluded. They still think that this Man United in 1999, they do. The fans think it. Scruffy Jim thinks it. They think years ago, Alex Ferguson could walk in a room with any player in the world, any elite player, put the Man United shirt on the counter with his name and number on it and walk out and the guy's signing. Because that was where they was in world football, anywhere. Now they've got to come up with AI videos. They've got to give them Tesco vouchers. They've got to fucking give them an extra fucking couple of quid in the pay packet. They've got to pay double anyone else to get everyone there. So this aura of Man United, and we're the famous Man United, that's all gone. And everybody outside of the football club can see it, but everyone in the Man United bubble still living in it. Until they pop that bubble and they get real, it's always going to be the same. You know what I mean? The kind of players they're attracting now are not the kind of players that they once was attracting. Sesko, Mbeumo, Cunha, sugar it up all you like, roll it in shit, glitter in shit. Shit. But what I'm trying to say is,
you not gassing Sesko?
No, but he wouldn't be my number one striker. We've got Erling Braut Haaland, mate. If I was signing Sesko, he'd be me 20-minute at the end, man. You've got him as your main man. Do you know what I'm saying? Look around the team, look at your players you've got. Listen to what I'm saying because you're proving me right. As I'm telling you about how you're gassing players up, you're gassing players up. You're butting in to gas the players.
I'm not gassing them up. You're the one that told us go and sign Sesko over Gyökeres.
Because nobody else is going there, mate. Nobody else is going there.
Stop about that. You literally said Sesko's a better man. He's a better striker. I'm telling you.
In my opinion, he is. But he's chose the wrong team. And like you say, it just doesn't make sense. But you guys have got this delusion. You're this, you're that, 20 times Man United and all that. You're miles away from it. Them days are gone, man.
We done back your chat in South Africa, and it was the Man United Liverpool, bit, yeah. And I said, Fergie back in the day, the elders will not remember Fergie. Fergie every summer used to buy from his rivals, the best players from the rivals, pluck them, keep it moving. And I said to the Man United fans in South Africa, you're doing the same. To be honest with you, you bought from relegation Wolves, Cunha. You know what I mean? That's what you've done as well. So you're carrying on that tradition. It's not Man United, and as we know it, and long may it continue, that the whole process needs to be ripped up, but you can't even rip it up. Hold
on a minute. So what are you trying to say? What's your point now about Cunha?
That he was bought from a relegation rival.
But does that mean he's a bad player?
I don't know. I didn't say that. I'm just saying Fergie.
But the way you coming across is that he's a bad player.
I'm relegation rival. My point's about
player,
my point is I'm coming to it. My point is, you're buying from relegation rivals as opposed to Fergie used to buy from title rivals. Like, for example, Van Persie plucked him from Arsenal. Yeah, go and win the league.
I mean, if it's a good player, it doesn't matter where he come from. The point is, if they're good players, they're good players. And they are good players.
The point is, you bought a lot of good players in recent times, but they've turned into a graveyard.
That was your point. Your point was about Wolves and buying from relegation rivals.
Yeah, but the point wasn't about Cunha being good or bad. You turn into a good and bad point.
I mean, your overall point.
I was talking about relegation rivals, like how you're carrying on that tradition. But listen, I'm happy. Look, if you think you're on the right track and you want to argue, like
I'm not saying anything. I'm cool.
You are. You're biting in every point and trying to defend. But look, I would defend it. Defend your club. I rate it. Defend your club.
Big up Blue Moon. He said, "Rest in peace to the hitman. Can we now admit United won't get top 10? I told SAEED it'll be 4-0. Haaland, best striker in the world, period, and Foden looked good too."
By the way, that was, in my opinion, Steve will know much more because he watches him every day and every week. I think that was the best performance I've seen from Haaland in yonks. Like, that was a complete, like, normally he just scores goals and he's like, doesn't do anything else. He's not, but he done everything. He dropped deep, he linked up play, he turned on the ball, ran at players. I thought it was the complete striker's performance from Haaland.
And do you know what, Grizz? You're right, and he did play well. But do you know what I was saying about Donnarumma before? I know it just looks to some people like he's just clearing the ball. Man City don't ever do that. So we're usually 20% of the games, we're usually passing the ball around the fucking back, trying to build this perfect goal. Yeah, sometimes you just need to go long. You remember Arsenal Turkish at the Etihad the other year? Was it when City won 3-1 or 4-1? And it was a long ball from Edison straight to Haaland, chest onto De Bruyne.
Yeah.
And it worked. That was happening yesterday. It left United exposed. They were thinking, press the goalkeeper. Donnarumma's going to pass it to Diaz. Diaz going to pass it. You know what I kept saying? Diaz pass it to Stone. Stone's pass it to Guardiola. Yeah, and then they press, and then we get caught out. Yesterday, it was like, no, there's no pass on. Let's get it long. Big Erling on his chest, bringing everyone into play. And I think that's what, when Pep's saying he's not bothered about this passing goalkeeper now, I just think that part of the game's going to change. I think they're going to use the channel they've got up front. They've got Haaland there to get that ball. I'm not saying just blast the ball up front to Haaland. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is you're going to see Donnarumma looking for that outlet of Haaland now, bypassing the midfield, I think. But I thought Donnarumma was good yesterday, folded himself. But like I say, Chris is right. Haaland worked hard yesterday and he did well, man.
Big up Daniel. Members, when losing feels normal, you know it's bad. I look at Ineos for bringing in a manager who has always played a back three with a squad built to play a back four. HW says Cats, including Arsenal fans, were trying to tell us Sesko Lewin all summer. Benjamin Zigic, I'm still flabbergasted.
Is that the one who's for Birmingham?
Yeah, that's the name I've heard in a while.
Zigic.
Big
up.
Foot,
So Sahel, this is the first time post Fergie where this is 100% on the manager. Can't win 2 games in a row and doesn't make any changes tactically. Free Cobby. Big up Alejandro. Steve, quote, all I can say is, then proceeds to say 17 different things. But big up Steve for keeping it real.
Always.
Give Skull and Oscar, says Mabs. That intro was beautiful. I love SAEED, but no offense, I'm absolutely loving the downfall of United. Big up the panel. Come on, Mabs. Hope you're good, brother. Generational cooking by Steve. Hold that L, Jamal. That one's from okay. KDB says, buzzing with the derby, but can we talk on Edison? Criminally underrated. Has the most league titles, surely in everyone's top 6 Prem goalkeepers. Big up, Steve.
Yeah, big up Edison. We know he's a good goalkeeper, man. But we have to move on from that now. Eddie's doing his thing, and we've got big GG.
Great to see FUAD, says Dan. Can Toby not advise his clients to turn it off and on again on the phone? Gonna miss the compulsory provocation from Turkish. Yeah. Unfortunately not. He's been called out on duty. Mohammed says, get this manager out of my club and take that scrub Ugarte with him. Uruguayan Lee Catamore.
That's a good one. Uruguayan Lee Catamore.
That
is so spot on.
I feel that's disrespectful to Lee Catamore, I can't lie.
Yeah, fair enough.
Let me see. Let me get this one in. Another one from Dan, actually. Love you all, brother Matisse the most. Worried about Jamal's health. Unc is now Uncle Rasmalai after last mob stream, Kabaddi. Steve, I'd like to see you doing a stand-up, ranting and cooking.
One day, mate. One day.
Maybe one day. Maybe Big Six live show. Steve has a 20-minute segment. We might have to do that.
We need to do. I've said we need to do a live show. We need to hire a bar in London. Yeah, we need to get everybody there. Nice little bit of food, meet and greet.
Yeah.
No holds barred. Loads of fucking ballooning. If the community want it, let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Mr. Fro says Haaland, fantastic. Foden, Doku, Kusanov, Donnarumma, all class. United, absolute rubbish. Grimsby would have put more of a fight, and Arsenal next. Come on. Let me save that one. Steven says Gasparini available.
Is that Roma, isn't it?
And Adju says, congrats, Saeed, for winning Kamal versus Jamal trophy. The way Jamal gaslit Rimble and Ineos era, a Scar movie will be epic. Also have my doubts on City at the moment.
You know how many people came up to me at weekend and said, Steve, please do not be called Kamal on Monday night. I was like,
no way.
That would have
loads. Please, loads. He loved it, man.
I was like, crazy, man.
And tomorrow I've got to stay in a hotel in Manchester because I'm going London early. So Saeed will be getting my food.
Yeah, don't worry, man. I get you.
I bet.
It'll be sorted. Dash says other clubs could move for Iraola, West Ham, maybe Villa. If Ineos take too long, the 300 million windows ain't gonna happen forever without Europe. Bring back Rude, big Rude. Saeed, this one's on Palmer, microwave Palmer. You man are not in a position to make demands of playing style. 8th, 15th, Grimsby, second round. You man are headed for relegation and need a relegation specialist. And Lagos says, man, you have no business buying 2 10s and a striker at those prices. They're not behaving like a rebuilding team. They should have focused on being hard to beat. Be more like Brentford for 1 or 2 years.
Big super chat. Big super chat.
Big up Lagos. Do you think either Emery or Howe would come to United, says Reggie, or asks Reggie? They seem like the obvious choices to target for me, Saeed. Would you take either?
I'll take Howie over Emery.
Okay.
He wouldn't come because you don't know his name.
Howie. Eddie Howe.
That's the least of his worries right now.
Eddie Howe, is it? I don't know. Listen.
Big up Lagos back again. A window of Sesko Baleba Mascara or Sesko Norgard Gay would have been a better window for United. Even Arteta bought Ramsdale on a cheap during rebuild. Makes it easier to move on. And Matt adds that Ake, Stones, Grealish, Ait-Nouri, Nunes, etc. These guys all came from teams at the same level as United's Premier League signings. I don't think it's fair to get on them yet when they were thrown into a volcano. Keep it on Amorim. That's the last one, I believe, on United. And big up the new members in the cut as well. Love for the love, people. Come on, hit the like button, show some love to the video. Make sure you're subscribed and we'll keep it moving. 58 on the clock just before the hour. 8.3k here. Let's get to 3,000 likes. Next on the agenda, I mean, City beating United. You've been awfully quiet, though, Matisse.
Boy,
Trust me.
Is it because of the result? Is there something else going on?
just tired, bro. Tired.
Are you just tired?
It's been a long day. Done a lot of shows. Done a lot of talking. I don't know what to say anymore with Man United. So I just let you man just talk. We already done a debate. I said let me just hear what Saeed and Steve got to say because I feel like I'm going in circles with United. I've Ten Hag. I feel like Saeed was saying the same shit. Now it's Amorim. It's just it's tiring. I'm actually bored. I'm actually bored of it at this point. I just want you guys to actually get to it. That's why I said Nuno. I'm actually trying to help you now. It's getting to that point.
Yeah, let's talk about you and your club.
For me, it's either be respectable now or get relegated. Like I'm tired of this.
Oh, we're done with Man United. Let's talk about your club.
Yeah, that's just why I've just waited my turn. I'm gonna fight for this. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's your turn, brother.
You trying to divert, you know? It's crazy. Yeah. I see this. You guys are not look. You know what I mean? Like, he just wants to
These deflection tactics, you know. Hey,
you know what I mean? Look at this tactics, guys. You know what I mean, bro? Speak of your club.
You lot seen the weather recently? The rain's been.
Thomas Frank has gone, and you still can't beat them.
We mustn't forget it's been raining.
Carvalho,
Man brought out the classic tie.
Alejandro, man.
Do you know
What
what?
happened to assist you?
I'm trying to move on from the
I
result.
said we need to see bees in the chat on Monday, man.
You
I
man,
said
you
we
man,
need to see bees in the chat.
unfortunately, you man are bringing it back up. I'm trying to move on from the result.
You're one of 2 clubs unbeaten in the league, no?
And that doesn't mean shit to me. I'll be real. I'm not into this. Is yours gold nonsense?
Yours could still be gold, right?
Nah, I'm not interested. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that here. we don't do
That's
that
nasty.
here. I don't know, man. It's a rough one because we thought we had limbs. We thought we had a winner, and a great winner at that in Caicedo. Even though he didn't deserve on the balance of play to win the game, you know, bottom right over there's making a living of that this season, not deserving, and still getting the point. So I was happy to join in and do the same, you know, do as the champions do. But unfortunately, we were unable to see it out, and it's gutting. I can't lie. I'm gutted over the result because I feel like there was a lot of things we could have done better with the team selection. Even though we needed to rotate, I get that. I have no issue with playing Hatter over Cucurella. That's why you buy him. I have no issue with not playing Reece James. That was still enough to beat Bournemouth. But I just felt like he did some things that didn't really help us play good football. Like I saw Chalobah struggling on his left foot to try and open up the game on the left side. I've seen Fofana failing to be able to really add anything when he steps into midfield from centre back. I just thought we could have laid out our team a little bit better. But that's the be all and end all of it. At the end of the day, we missed chances as well, and Sanchez to save us a couple of times. And I feel like the way we ended that window, to have to resort to not really having a striker on the bench, having to bring on Tyreek George, having to rely on Gittins, who's really raw and maybe even more raw than some of us thought. But he's clearly going to take time. He's going to take a lot of time to get up to speed and to understand even off the ball movement, runs in behind, forget the dribbling, forget the fancy stuff, just the basics. He wasn't in sync. Him and Hatter on that side, they don't even know who each other are. There's no familiarity on that side whatsoever on that pitch. It was just a rough watch in that first half. Real rough watch. The defending was shambolic, really bad. Any ball that went over the top, Tosin was exposed. His defending 1v1, didn't want to take a man out wide, just let him cut back in. Fofana's all over the place. I'm surprised he even started over Acheampong, to be honest, if he wanted height. So I feel like Acheampong's kind of proven a fair bit to this manager over the last 18 months. Played against Palace, kept a clean sheet against Mateta. And yeah, it's outside of Sanchez, Caicedo, Palmer, Pedro Neto created a couple chances. Most of it wasn't great. You can't be dropping points to Brentford, for me. Some people are not really in a title chase mentality, I don't think. So they're kind of saying, okay, 8 points, 2 wins, 2 draws against the teams we've played against. Cool, it is what it is. For me, it's not enough. It's not enough if you're going to be serious in a race. So that means now we need to start beating some big teams. We need to start beating Man United at Old Trafford. We need to start beating Liverpool at home. And I don't think that's too much to ask. I'm not saying these are easy fixtures. But I'm saying at some point you got to start standing up in this league and beating teams that are, sorry, Saeed, beating big teams, whether they're good or bad. You got to beat them. You got to start taking points off them. So it's
man. Teams that have been getting whooped over the years by the teams we want to be living up to. Let's see it. Yeah,
so it's frustrating, man, because I feel like a couple of injuries again, and we're just some of the things that we're looking to on the bench. It's not good enough. It's not good enough, man. It's what it is.
I don't know if was your manager ready to go on a night out, or was he ready to manage Chelsea, because he was dripped up, man. Ready to go to the West End or something, man.
We don't really care. We don't really care what our manager's wearing over these sides. You know what I'm saying?
It's mad, man.
So I don't even know what he wore. You know, that's you. You know what I mean?
He was looking like he was going to go out, man. West End and that. But listen, you man can hold that, man. You know what I mean? Garnacho, ball watching and that. You know what I'm saying to you? We're happy to assist you on that one. Even though, like I said,
he was all right when he came on. He was all right when he came on. I mean, the standard on the flank was in the pits of hell, but he was better than Gittins.
Yeah, what do you make of that wing, Matisse? What do you make of that wing position? Because I don't know, I don't feel like you lot have improved despite bringing in Esteval, despite bringing in Garnacho. I'm like Neto. I don't know why he seems to be given like the reins of like, you're the number one winger. on this team. And for me, I think he's flattered, or I don't know, he's just been mid since signing for Chelsea. He's had flashes and moments, but he's not been the player that everybody thought he was going to go on to be when he signed from Wolves. But
last season, he wasn't impressive up until he wasn't consistent. None of our wingers were. Sancho wasn't consistent. Madueke wasn't consistent. Neto wasn't consistent. However, to be fair to Neto, over the last few months from Fulham,
he's improved. Yeah, but when the
improved.
bar is on the floor,
exactly. So for me, Neto is playing well at the moment. He's creating chances. He was getting a few goals here and there. I still need more, but that's what I expect from a winger of his experience.
He put on a play for Palmer,
60 million.
Huh? He put on a play for Palmer, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He put it on a plate, and no one was on the end of it. But this is my thing. He's playing at the level now that I expect from him. That's the level he needs to keep producing. But I'm underwhelmed with our winger options. I said that at the end of the window when it closed. I'm not satisfied with what we've done incoming. A lot of people are giving the incoming 6.5, 6 out of 10. That's not good enough. We can talk about the record incomings, 10 out of 10 on the outgoings, fantastic. But that window should have been stronger. Now, why wasn't it stronger? UEFA restrictions, moving out this player, in and out. You got to do one in, one out. That is the consequences of how we operate in terms of we need to sell this guy before bringing this guy in, or we have restrictions because of this reason, that reason. That is a pity party I'm not going to play into, because I'm not going to go into every single summer, PSR this, restriction that, excuse this, excuse that. At the end of the day, what is on the pitch that we're watching? We've got some players that are top players, in my opinion. The midfield is top players. João Pedro has proven over the start of his Chelsea career to be potentially a top player, but he's got to do the whole season. Palmer, top player. James, top player. Cucurella, top player right now, top form. When he came on, brilliant. Like, we've got players that for me are ready to challenge for the title. But if we keep supplementing them with players that are not ready, there will always be, next season. This guy's developing. And I don't mind having a few people developing, but you can't have two wingers on the left-hand side for me that need developing. I don't think Garnacho should be the impact player off the bench as he was, and the guy starting should be ready to start for Chelsea. That's my argument. You've got to make sure that your spine is absolutely certy, and then you can do the developing. And it's mad how important Esteval already is, that he is ill for this game as an 18-year-old, and it's like, oh, shit. We don't have Esteval, and trust me, Esteval would have changed lives. He would have genuinely changed lives, because then Neto would have been on the left, Esteval would have been on the right, and maybe things would have been a bit better for us. I still think Fofana was a weird pick, but it's crazy how important he's already become, to the point where people are thinking, yo, projections-wise, this guy might be our best winger in the first 6 months. That shouldn't be happening. You know,
that's the weird thing, because last season it felt like you lot competed for the title till what, December, January, and then you basically fell off the face of the earth. And it felt like this summer you knew what you had to fix, which was the attack. The wingers situation, Sterling, Mudryk, all them, man, they hadn't worked out. You got to clear them out and then get a number 9 in. You got João Pedro, you got Delap in, but in those wing areas, I don't know, man. Putting it all on Esteval at 18 years old, that's a lot, man.
Obviously, same as would apply to the other signings that have come into this league, right? Cities, Liverpools. You got to give these guys some time to bed in, get used to the team, get used to the system. So I wasn't looking for a flawless, great performance against Brentford. When I saw the starting 11, I said, this is probably going to be a rough ride. Just try and get the result. But this is the thing. Maresca is in his maybe first season now of Champions League, Premier League mix. He's now got to rotate for Brentford, and he's got to learn how to do that with Bayern next and with United after that, and etc. Last season, it was Noah's Ark and all sorts on Thursdays. That was 2 different teams. So it's a different ball game we're playing with. So because the season is naturally going to be more difficult, because we've got more difficult fixtures, we're back where we should be. That's why the window for me, incoming-wise, has to be strong. You even look at the likes of Kudus we were interested in, Simmons we were interested in, Fermin Lopez late. These are players that are, whether people want to hear it or not, they're better than what we brought in the end. They would have supplemented this team a lot better than what we ended up bringing in on these flanks. But look, it's early days. I'm still going to war. I'm going to keep going until I'm done. So I can't logistically say that it's possible, but we need to fix up, man. We need to fix up, because the striker situation has really irked me. I said to people, we don't have enough strikers. And now Gu is not on the bench. He's recalled. Jackson goes to Bayern. That
was a weird one.
Everyone's celebrating an obligation that doesn't exist. Man needs to start 40 games in a 34 Bundesliga campaign to get the permanent deal.
Yeah.
The math don't even math when Harry Kane's there. And we have a striker from Sunderland who we loaned out, Tyreek George, who we tried to sell, and these are the players that we're meant to be relying upon off the bench to change games. Tyreek George is not a striker, and Gu's not on the bench. It's not acceptable. People will call me negative now because I'm like, this is a piss take. I'm sorry, you're taking a piss now. Like, make sure that your squad is ready for the season. Do the maths. Account for injuries. Yes, you're going to have a couple of injuries. Why do we have 6 centre backs, but the manager's saying we got 1-9 now, and João Pedro is like a 10 anyway, which I knew.
I don't think you haven't got used to your new owners yet, bro.
Nah, please don't. I'm not getting used to nothing. I'm not.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna keep fighting. I'm gonna keep fighting the good fight. I'm not getting used to shit.
Cool. Glazers, how long they been at United? Concaves, how long?
Yeah, 20 years.
Yeah. Don't worry, kick them fast. It's gonna change.
I'm gonna keep.
We're gonna see now because now they got Champions League.
You know why I say that? Because their policy in the summer, they spent enough money. You take the money they spent. Yeah, you could bring in maybe 3 on the verge world-class talent. 3, maybe even 4. How much did you end up spending? Around 300 mil.
Nah, 200 and something. Can't remember the exact
you
figures.
spent nice money from getting into Champions League. What Roman would have done is how you're reacting to the window, which is
no. I'm not even thinking about Roman. I'm not even thinking about Roman.
I know you're not thinking about.
I know Chelsea are not going to get a Rodrigo, but can you get a Semenyo? I'm not saying Chelsea have to go and get an Osimhen because I understand. Okay, there's wage restrictions. Roman ran us in debt. He literally just subsided everything to the point where we were just operating on a madness. That's not possible these days. PSR, FFP, etc. You got to actually run. Fair, no problem. I understand these restrictions. We have a 42,500 capacity stadium. All these things. But just meet me in the middle. Just meet me in the middle. Sometimes, yes, you're getting a talent. Esteval, brilliant scouting. João Pedro, great scouting. But be calculated with your risks. Make sure that you're taking a risk in a position and you're not taking and you're taking less of a risk with the same position to make sure that you've got someone you can rely upon. But
every single, but that's the model you need to understand now.
I don't want to understand.
Every signing you made is a risk, apart from maybe Pedro. He probably had the least risk. Every other one is a young player with potential that could be valued at double in a couple of years.
Because that's
kind of the model you're going for.
Because Gittins was getting slated. It's not fair to Gittins at 20, forget the price tag, to put him under that pressure where he's the guy now, the main man on that side that he's got to produce for Chelsea. That's not the level he was performing at last season. Even when he was playing in the system that suited him in the first half of the season. That's not the kind of pressure Gittins should be under. So if you're going to bring in a young player, you've got to make sure that you're creating a fair pathway for them to actually develop. And it's not a situation where it's now too much on their plate on arrival. So I don't know. Look, the one thing I'm clinging to right now is it's really early days, so we just got to keep going. And B, we're not selling our best players. We're yet to sell anyone that is actually one of our main guys. So as long as right now it is Russian roulette without the Russian. Like I said, we got some guys that won't work out. We sold. We saw how many players we sold that we bought under this ownership over the summer just gone. And hopefully it's a hit rate of maybe 1 out of 3 or 1 out of 4. And if you just keep keeping those guys that keep coming in out of the 1 out of 4 hit rate, then hopefully at some point you have a team that can just go and do the dirt. But it's frustrating because people say just wait. Cool. We could just wait. But then if someone picks up something close to home in London, it's not funny anymore. You know what I'm saying? This waiting thing is not funny anymore. So for me, I think we've caught a lot of life over the last few years, just not being at the top of our game, and other people have handed our dirty work. I'm not trying to ask for favors anymore. I'm trying to get involved. I'm backing the team, funnily enough. Trying to trust the scouting. I'm trying to say, it's funny, the people that rate the thing the most will take the expectations down the most and take the pressure off. I'm trying to say, yo, if this shit's so good, let's go and get 12 out of 12, 10 out of 12 first 4 games. Let's go. Now people are saying put the handbrake on, chill. So
it's a big rallying call in guys in September, man. This is a big rally call, man, from Matisse.
Yeah, because I'm on serious smoke, bro. I'm trying to win shit.
I hear it, man. I hear it. It's a bit
man said he's on serious smoke.
Imagine they don't beat United. It's mad. We'll see.
You better get used to these owners real quick. You're gonna go mad within the next year and a half, otherwise. It's all crazy. Let me see what super chats are on Chelsea. This one came in earlier from Menin06. Clear Lake been here 4 years now, spent 1.47 billion.
Wow.
Arsenal, after first 4 years of Arteta, spent 584 million and were contenders for the second time. Chelsea should be at the you must stage. Despicable. I actually think Matisse agrees.
Yeah, I think definitely.
You should be at the you must stage, right?
Yeah, I mean, last season like every season is we're 1 year behind where I thought we should be at said season. You know, like this season we should be going for it, right? But now it's people are saying, oh, maybe fourth again or third.
Who must the most videos out? No.
Yeah, obviously you guys are leading that.
No, but Matisse nominated himself. So,
yes, I'm always up. When the teachers, I always put my hand up. I'm the nerd, right?
No, you grass yourself up, man. You grass yourself up just like your club did. Yeah, you grass yourself up.
You know, I'm not even grassing myself up. I'm Chelsea. I'm the Chelsea rep. You understand? I'm the Chelsea rep.
Boy.
So you know,
I'm Chelsea.
I'm Chelsea.
I'm
from Chelsea, man.
We're Chelsea, mate. You know, we're the Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be in the conversation by force. Even if you don't want us in the group chat, we must be in there. Same way PSG are, Chelsea are getting slapped, tear. Win. Hold that. So I can't have a Club World Cup badge in the middle of my chest and not come with chest. No, that make no sense.
Some can't relate, Matisse, man. Some can't relate.
We're world champions. So we have to be here. We have to be present. I'm not afraid to embarrass myself. January, we're not involved. So be it. This is the timeline I'm on. We have to be here.
He's talking nonsense, but it sounded good though. But yeah, I get you.
If you don't win the league, boy.
Cool. You're gonna be doing hate watches by February, bro. Talking about you lot should be we musting and winning the league. Watch. I know the MO from you. It's gonna be the same the last couple of years. Hate watches.
What about your MO? What about you?
Hopefully it changes. I mean, you
it's not hopefully. It must. It's not.
You lot laughed at me when I changed Jokeres for Haaland. You didn't notice I didn't change Arsenal from top spot, did you? So
you predicted top last year as well.
Yeah, I know. I did. I also predicted domination, but that's for another show, maybe. Jamo says the mighty Chelsea's biggest problem is the centre backs. Not one of them is good enough, even with Colwill fit. Sanchez scapegoats them at times. Big up Matisse for putting up with Fuizzi's nonsense on SDS today. I'd love to see a Big Six SDS collab soon. I haven't watched it yet. But I know
he's so funny, man.
Done anyway. It ain't hard to tell.
He was on his trolling.
Yeah, I could imagine. And yeah, soon come, man. Big up SDS. And NASA says Chelsea squad premium price demo version performance. Imagine that. Dan says,
Can I ask you, anybody any thoughts on the second goal for Brentford? Any offside? No, nothing.
Nah, he wasn't involved.
It's not about deflection or whatever. If VAR don't catch it, I don't catch it.
Oh.
Yeah, they didn't catch Fulham one, so we
it's just the Fulham one. You guys had a lot of thoughts. I was
yeah. Hold on.
Dan says, "Where's Goo? Whatever this guy's name is, man."
I can't get behind this guy's name, bro. He can't make it pro. A name like that, I'm sorry, man. We gotta ship him to Belgium or something. Come on, kids running around with gooey on their back. Come on,
Mark Q.
You trying to decorate it. I know I see gooey. You are gooey.
That name is it is mad still.
I want a gooey performance.
Man says gooey. Where is he? Yeah, we shouldn't ask for him, but Tyreek, defensive shape, lack discipline. 2 or 3 experienced players who are not part of the investment portfolio would help immensely. It's not a big ask. And DJ TK says Chelsea are going to be the English Dortmund, and I'm so here for it. Dortmund on raids with the amount spent. Francie says, I know it's an excuse, but let's be honest, the Brentford equaliser was offside, and that would obviously change the mood in the Chelsea camp.
No, it was.
They balance out over the season, as we're told.
Yeah.
Graham says...
Hey, that's a nasty line, man.
Graham says Chelsea and City, by the laws of gods and men, should return to factory settings. Pre-sand money, RB dollars. London is red. I don't
Lost
know,
me,
man.
It's lost me.
Yeah, that means a lot of things.
Cheers, mate. Cheers.
We'll end that down there. Clivey says, we'll say Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, City can all win the league and Champions League with the squads they all have coupled with the quality as well. The Premier League, Super League. All right, cool. We move. Hey, subscribe, like, do all of that, people. Individual channels in the description. And all right, cool. Chelsea bit's done. All right, let's move. I mean, City challenges, Chelsea challenges. We might as well stick to that side of things right now. Liverpool 1-0, Arsenal 3-0. Liverpool, I mean, Grizz, last minute.
I just missed your reaction apparently in the studio.
There was no reaction to miss.
Okay, Toby thought otherwise, but I can imagine. I saw obviously Saeed's and Matisse's reaction. I can imagine the reaction up and down the country. Another lucky late winner. How is this possible? Why are they getting so lucky? Every goal, every game, 4 games in, and we've had 4 moments to win us the game. Either luck, something special, or a mistake from the other opposition. So we take it. We take it. As I said, we take it. And we run with it. Starts to the season are never easy, especially when you've changed pretty much 40% of your lineup. Like your starting lineup is changed. You've got a whole new set of fullbacks. You've got a whole new striker and a whole new number 10. Quite a few changes, man. But again, the old cliche. If you offered me 12 points out of 12 after 4 games, away to Newcastle, Bournemouth, what's the one that we played yesterday? Burnley away, and Arsenal. They're not the easiest fixtures, as everyone else has found out about Bournemouth. Spurs found out about Bournemouth. Newcastle's never easy away. Not many people are going to go and win at Newcastle, and Arsenal are Arsenal. So yeah, it hasn't been tricky. It hasn't been easy, but we didn't play well. We haven't played well. We haven't clicked. Virgil van Dijk aside, and Szoboszlai, Virgil van Dijk and Szoboszlai have been pretty much the only ones that have hit 8 out of 10 every game. Everyone else has fluctuated between a 4 and a 6 out of 10. And that's me being generous to some. Mohamed Salah hasn't started yet. Obviously, we don't know the emotional business he's going through with the trauma. He was very close to Diogo, but he's not played well. Gakpo hasn't started off really well. I know he scored a goal or 2, but he hasn't started off really well. Ketike, it's going to take him time. He's looked impressive. But as I said, apart from the players, Gravenberch has been good. Sorry, Gravenberch. Yesterday he was immense. But overall, Gravenberch has been good. And that's it, really. No one else has been great. But we'll tell you, and City will tell you more than us, but we'll tell you as well, that you just got to keep winning games. Champions just win games and talk later. Like, in these shows, post-match shows, match of the day, CBS, all of these shows, you talk afterwards and you analyze it. But when it comes to the game, you just have to make sure you win, however the weather. So that's what we've done. And as I said, 12 points out of 12. Very nice. Just patience now, because we will play better. And I know people are saying, how can you not be concerned? I'm the opposite, guys. And I told you lot on the mob, I'm the opposite. I'm thinking, shit, we've been dog shite in 50, 60% of the games. Yet here we are, 12 points out of 12. Next week, Man City versus Arsenal. And we play Everton at home. Pivotal weekend already. Already could be a pivotal weekend. So we just got to keep it going. We got to keep it moving. We're going to bring Isak to the party in the next week or 2. And then we see how we set up from there. Because when we bring Isak to the party, then obviously the purpose becomes even more, the intent becomes even more purposeful. Like we got Isak now as well, and everyone's going to talk. All right, let's see what you got. And we have to show. We have to show what we got. We have to show much better. So far, it's just been a grind. But we can show, we can play football, and we can grind, and we can get lucky. So at the moment, all good.
Yeah, there was a reaction, bro. I'm not going to lie to you.
I mean,
Yeah,
they were-
right.
Oh yeah, man.
You get to a certain minute in the game, you think, all right, it's looking like, you know, they might actually drop some points. But yeah, wasn't to be. And it was a blatant penalty. You can't even look at PGMOL complaining about ref. This Hannibal guy just, I don't know what he
That's
was
one of
thinking.
your guys now. We don't claim him anymore now.
He ain't one of my guys, bro.
No, Grizz. He's one of your guys now. We don't claim him over here in Manchester anymore because that was
Silly.
your like just what are you thinking, bro? It's a last minute. Yeah, just let the cross come in. Just let the cross come in. They'll deal with it. Whoever's in the box, they've been dealing with it all game. So trust your defenders to deal with anything that comes in the box, bro. Don't stick your hand out there, man. It was so blatant.
I think Burnley feel twice in the last 2 games. They've dropped points in the last.
Yeah, but both of them have been stupid though.
Yeah,
Anthony pulled him back, and then this guy here, like, and Liverpool were lucky. Let's be honest, guys, because they got the rubber agreement with the handball, and
the Aberdeen though. Liverpool Aberdeen.
Did they?
Yeah, I watched it.
No,
Yeah,
they didn't. They didn't.
I think Burnley deserved the draw. I think Burnley
They
deserved
deserve to draw,
think-
guys.
What?
I don't think so.
No, bro, FUAD.
Burnley
FUAD.
are
Trust
nasty,
me.
bro.
No, guys.
No, but they're nasty. I could admit they're
They're
nasty.
nasty. I understand it. FUAD, I understand it, yeah. But it's they're not. They weren't guaranteed nothing from this game. They deserved it on the basis of their defending. They were resolute. They were compact. They didn't allow clear opportunities until I think it was Frimpong that had the best opportunity of the game for me. When I look at it, yeah, there was one over the bar. I think from was it Gravenberch or someone in the middle.
Sabozlai had it. Sabozlai forced the keeper into a great save. Gravenberch had a volley that just went over. Kanate had a head. Kanate the header should have scored. We had 4. We have considering.
Come on.
Considering
Grace.
it was Burnley, we didn't create enough. I'll give you that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you.
No, that's not what you're saying to me. But
I said they deserve to draw at least. Burnley.
Considering it was Burnley, but I'll say it, and I said it before the game, but people mocked it. Burnley, am I right? Because I'm infamous for like maybe not getting the facts right, but am I right in saying they had the best defense in the whole league last season?
Yeah, I think so. Considering his
Trafford was there, wasn't he? Trafford was there.
Yeah,
Oh,
Trafford had
in
the
the
best.
championship. I think they had like 16 clean sheets
Yeah.
or something.
So I don't think many teams are going to go to Burnley and whack them 4-5. So it's hard, but you go to these games and you talk about it afterwards. So you can talk about it all you want until the cows come home, my brothers, especially you, my brother, the one that's talking the most. So you carry on talking about us.
Your super squad should have beat them 3 or 4-0.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, you should. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah, we should. Yeah, we should. Yeah. We
Worried
should.
about Verts?
Nope. Not worried at all. He's getting better and better. He's slowly getting better. He showed me a little bit more glimpses, and he's going to get better. And these mans that are laughing and mocking now will be. Well, you know that one. You know how many times have we seen
That's
Saeed?
crazy.
How many times have we seen Saeed in this position?
I'm not having
sorry.
this. I'm not having this.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
Guys,
And he's going to be. I'm sorry. Yeah, he's going to be. I'm
No,
sorry.
no.
Never seen Saeed.
Look, this guy.
No,
6
no,
months.
no.
6 months. Saeed's going to be like, I'm sorry.
No.
No.
Chris, we can rate Florian Wirtz's potential or his future at Liverpool without lying on camera in front of thousands. He is not doing anywhere near what he's capable of. Now, the reasoning for that is all well and good with me because you got 12 points out of 12, right? He's just not used to the system. It's a new position. Liverpool have not played with a 10 for years. It's not synchronized, whatever. But let's not say because a body feint happened, now suddenly he's improved. It's just we're clutching at straws here. We're really clutching at straws. That's all I have to say. Because when the shoe's on the other foot, you got to act like you've been here before with these 100 million plus signings. Because when the shoe's on the other foot with the other 100 millions, we're not hearing about Caicedo dropped a body feint and that was enough for the game. So let's not do this. Let's just call a spade a spade. He ain't playing well, and let's just leave it at that. That's all it is. It's not a problem.
I agree with everything that you've said.
Because I think he's gonna do well for you. I really do. It's just a bad start.
No one's saying it's a
The only thing I'll
Bad
disagree with,
start.
the only thing I disagree with, and I think you made it generally, I don't think he was aiming at me about Caicedo because you know why.
Yeah, I'm saying.
But generally, yeah, the higher
Same
the
with
fee,
even Declan Rice at Arsenal, if he's
the higher the fee, the more the eyes. Yeah, the higher the fee, the more
Grealish.
the eyes the more the
Grealish,
critical
yeah,
analysis,
Grealish.
every little thing is thing. But you know, social media and all that. I read a good tweet today. They said, boy, if social media was around when the likes of Silva came in and Ozil came in and all these diminutive playmakers and how long they took to get going. And if social media was around then, these guys wouldn't have been given a chance. So he hasn't lit up the stage. He hasn't. That's it. What like? Do you want me to do videos? Do you want me to do videos?
It's four games in though. It's like 4 games in. Liverpool got 12 points.
I don't do videos. What do you mean? Here we go. I don't do videos.
No, Steve just.
Best friends.
See, that's the difference between me and you as a fan. See, I've got patience. No, listen, let me speak. I've got patience as a fan, right? And if my team, there's more important things. If my team's got 12 out of 12, I'm not asked about Florian Wirtz because I'm asked about points on the board. See you'd rather your team be 17th and Garnacho do a step over and you come on here and wank about it.
Literally, we're talking about Florian Wirtz.
Have I
said, yeah, hold on a minute. Have I said Florian Wirtz is a bad player? Have I said Florian Wirtz is a bad player? Have we said that? We're just talking about what we're seeing right now and just looking at it objectively.
What we're seeing right now is Liverpool 12 out of 12.
No, hold on a minute. If it's a United play, we're having a half an hour segment on the United play.
Yeah, because United.
It's one of you lot. Hold on a minute. What is one of you lot? No, we can't talk about them.
How can we talk about Florian Wirtz when his team?
No, I'm not saying that. We've not even done anything today.
Leave him alone.
Leave him alone. Kirkis was brilliant. Kirkis was great as well.
No, 12 out of 12. Listen, we'll judge Liverpool when the time gets tough and we need to go in on Liverpool and we have to start pulling people apart because Liverpool are going through it. That's when we talk, why is Wirtz not turning up? But at the minute, it's embarrassing when they've just wipe it. This happened last year, by the way. We all sat here talking absolute nonsense about Liverpool.
How lucky they are.
All the way to the fucking league. All the way to the league title made us all look like dickheads. So at the end of the day, at the minute, the 4 out of 4, 12 out of 12, take a step back. When they hit the rocky road, we'll start pulling them apart. But at the minute, if I'm a City fan and I'm 12 out of 12 and you lot want to talk about one of my players, I'm doing exactly what Grizz is. Look at his face.
How about Kirkis? Matisse. Little segment on Kirkis.
Incredible.
I agree with you. I agree with you. No, Miller's Kirkis. But remember when we spoke about Kirkis and I said he's not my choice of left back, but a lot of Liverpool fans want him number one. Remember I said it. I said I prefer Nouri, as my choice. But the Liverpool scouting data analytic team wanted Kirkis. I see a lot of Albi Moreno in Kirkis in terms of the rashness and the brashness and the eagerness. But he's young and he's got much better physical attributes. And I think eventually he'll be okay. But at the moment, he is a bit rash. He is a bit over-eager to impress. And he's doing too much. You know, like Kolo Touré on the coach's bench for Man City, when I said he's doing too much. Every time the camera's on Kolo Touré, he's doing too much. It's like Kirkis. He's doing too much. He needs to calm down. And he's got the best mentor in Robertson. Because I thought Robertson was superb when he came on, by the way. I thought Bradley was superb when he came on as well. So these guys,
from Bournemouth to fucking Liverpool. This is what people understand. It's a step up. He's different. He's probably
different, man. He's different.
Wow, I'm fucking here. I'm playing for Liverpool.
He's trying too hard at the moment. He's making rash tackles. Yes, he needs to calm down a little bit.
He's playing next to Van Dijk now.
By the way, can I shout out Konate, who was criticised 3 weeks ago for last 2 games? Konate has been absolutely immense. I tell you, 2 clean sheets, not a sniff on any transition, even against Arsenal. Not a sniff to their strikers. Konate has been. Virgil has been immaculate.
Yeah,
but
Van Dijk is.
Yeah, Virgil's been immaculate, but they're the only ones. The rest of the team needs to step up. McAllister's been dog shit. Yes. Salah's been dog shit. Gakpo hasn't been great. But
Shatea's been great. Shatea's been great, Grizz, yeah. Gravenberch in that midfield. I don't know if you've seen the turns, brother. It was sensational. So,
Gravenberch has been nice. Gravenberch right now has proved me. See, first and foremost, you have to eat humble pie yourself before cussing and trolling others. I didn't think Gravenberch was capable of being a number 6 and a DM. Yeah. So I have to say, I have to do the SAEED. Yeah, I have to do the SAEED. We're going to call this the SAEED. Yeah? Gravenberch, one of the
FUAD's been talking about
number 6s out there right now in terms of the way he plays it. He's
Yeah.
immaculate right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has been good since he's been moved there. And this one says it. Liam says Grab's level isn't spoken about enough on the show. Consistently bossing games week in, week out. One of the best in the world. Ridiculous footballer. I see Fuad nodding as well.
100%. I think if he again this season dominates in that Liverpool midfield, the start he's had, I think first game as well, you lot missed him massively in that Newcastle fixture. You could see it straight away.
Massive.
World Cup coming up at the end of the year. If he could play a big part for Holland, brother, this guy's going to put himself on the world map. Honestly, I think he's got all the tools in his bag to be in those conversations of being the best midfielder in the world. Literally all the tools.
We conceded goals and transitions galore in that first game without Gravenberch since he's come out. Since he's come back, 2 clean sheets out of 3.
Adju says, I heard a panelist ask about Wirtz and got a reply he was dropping shoulders. Seriously, only media darlings get this privilege. He's being bullied out there.
Yeah, I did see the stat. He lost a lot of ground jewels. He is struggling though physically in the league.
Yeah,
He'll get there. He'll get there.
Salish says Liverpool 100 mil signings ain't going to finish 12th. Caicedo first season he was not great at all. Forest Chelsea season and 2 bills spent, and now Manchester City is good. Okay, big up Troy. Keep your tactics and feedback on what needs to change for Liverpool's performances to improve. It doesn't matter, because if SAEED keeps doing hate along watches of my team every week, we're going invincible. Hashtag Jamal will make ours gold. Yeah,
He's in a good run, I'm not going to lie.
you got to pull the plug on that one.
Yeah, man.
What's the record at the moment, Saeed?
He's on a golden run. 4 out of 4, innit? 4 out of 4.
4-0.
The hums have it. Saeed, keep picking up my calls.
Hey, they call that a sweep in the NBA, innit? 4-0 sweep.
Dark, man, it's dark.
I can't believe you didn't hang up the phone before I started singing that song.
By the way, Tapping Tobes is in the chat. I've been notified he done a tweet about Szoboszlai. I'm going to check in a minute.
Yeah,
Apparently,
he
he
did,
tweeted about Szoboszlai. Can anyone say what he said? I'll check it myself.
He gave him praise.
With all due
Did he?
respect, fuck Tobes and fuck Szoboszlai, really. I don't really give a shit about either of them. Don't do it in your own
It's
time.
not really worth the hold up of the show.
Yeah, man.
Fuck both of them. I don't know which one's worse.
It's not really a bomber, is it? It's not really a dagger, is it?
Huh? For nothing.
Turkish,
Yeah,
is he gone abroad again? Toby?
I think he's on a work thing again, yeah.
He's got some fucking life in.
Yeah, he's enjoying, isn't it? He's
Fucking eating
enjoying.
pineapple and shit last week, sending me pictures of him
Yeah.
and that. Playing about with melons and that. He's got
Yeah.
man in Albania.
Tobes is living life. Big up Tobes. Get out the chat, Tobes, man. Go enjoy the rest of it. I don't even know if it's a work trip or a holiday or a wedding. You know, it
I'll
could
go
be
to
anything.
America,
Tobes,
turn the
but
computer off and on again, and then he's fine. It's done. Works.
he's done.
One of them, innit? Takes the wire out the back. Puts it back in. Yeah, done, mate. Sweet. See you later.
2 days off. Cool. That's super chats on Liverpool done, I believe. If I've missed any, we'll get into it. Cool. Couple games left. Moving on to Arsenal. Actually, this one here from Ganto saying, big up Grizz. Love the haters trying to pick apart our players and performances. 12 out of 12. Arsenal fans, please act like you've been here before. On to Arsenal. We had to bounce back, and we bounced back. I think it's a perfect game in terms of looking back at it. All the summer signings showed up, starting with Mosquera. Not that he had a lot to do, but everything he had to do, he done it with aplomb. Like, he looked very good in his position.
He's good, man.
Cool, calm, collected. Cheap signing, bought in as depth, and you know, no one wants to see your starters go down injured, but we've had a fair few starters go down injured this season already. And we're still pulling out top performances. So that's the depth there. Mosquera, yeah, big him up. Zubimendi probably edges the star of the show because he got 2 goals, but I think Madueke was definitely up there with him. If it wasn't for the 2 goals, I think Madueke was a candidate for man of the match. But Zubimendi, that first goal, beautiful. The second goal, don't expect it from him, arriving late into the box and getting a header. So well done to him on that. He's off the mark. Probably his best game for us overall. I think what I wanted to see was something different off the back of international break, and I think we got that. It is a home game against Forest, so maybe Newcastle away in 2 weeks will be a better measure of how we go against tough away teams. But we did what we needed to do. On to Madueke. I mean, again, similar with Mosquera stepping in for Saliba, you don't want to see Saka out. You don't want to see Saliba out. But what you do want to see if they are out is a player step in and step up. And Madueke did that for this game. If he continues to do that for the foreseeable future, then we review, or I review my thoughts on the signing initially. But it's a great start, or it's a very good start to his Arsenal career, in my opinion. I mentioned him most because he came in with the most controversy, and Gyökeres got a goal. I mean, it's nice that no one's talking about his slander names, no more, and all of this stuff. He's got 3 and 4. Do you get it? 3 and 4 to start his Premier League career. That's a very good start. Some men are using excuses about, it takes some players ages to, and that is right. There is many examples of that, but there's many examples of a player hitting the ground running, and I think Gyökeres has. It's just that as a team, we have to play better. And against Forest, we played better. Didn't create enough, I can't lie. With Odegaard on the pitch, when Ranieri came on, again, it seemed to up the tempo a little bit. But these are all good things to have. Eze on the left-hand side, nearly forgot about him, but how can I beat his man 3-4 times? 3-4 times than Martinelli usually does. Now, Martinelli, best thing for him to do is look at that and say, yo, when I get back in, I'm fighting for that spot back. That puts us in a better position. Do you get it? So all round, I'm happy. We had to bounce back. We had a clean sheet, 3 out of 4 now, clean sheets. We know what we're about defensively. We need to, offensively sharpen up a bit. Odegaard come off injured, but again, I'm not, usually I haven't talked about injuries much in terms of using them to even against Liverpool to place blame, because all round I'm looking at the squad and we're well placed. Summertime, I think we was 1 shy of being complete, but I also admitted no one really goes incomplete into a season. That everyone could do with 1 more player wherever you are. So yeah, we've done what we needed to do, man. Gyökeres 3 and 4, Zubi off the mark, Madueke clean, Mosquera nice, tidy, and everyone else, Declan Rice even got a rest. So
you got a squad, man. I'm just looking at your squad, man. It's ridiculous now, man.
Strong squad.
I need to lie to you. It's a stacked squad. I mean,
that's what this summer felt like, though. It felt like the last couple of years, the whole reason why your title had derailed was a Saliba injury, basically derails the whole season. A Saka injury derails the whole season. And it felt like this summer, you lot went out on a mission to almost be like, you know what? We're going to sign strength in depth and quality in depth as well. So players like Hincapi, players like Mosquera, even like Eze, just to kind of add those extra quality depth to midfield areas, left wing areas. So that's what you guys needed to do, to be fair. But I think the interesting one for me, Gyökeres, is games like this is where he needs to just come in and just almost like be a flat track bully, dare I say. I feel like Arsenal, that's what they've really lacked. Last year, I think, what was it? Havertz got 13, year before that 14, whatever it was. You just need someone who's going to get those 17, 18 against the bottom 12 of the Premier League, if you like. I feel like as a team, you guys are resilient enough where you can grind out some of those big results as well. And then set pieces, you've always still undeniable, it seems like, even whether it's a second ball, whether it's going in first time. But I just think Gyökeres is going to be an interesting one to watch this season, because if he can score 17, 18 goals, that alone itself might deliver you the title.
I want to ask Turkish and Arsenal fans, because me as an outsider and not neutral, but just an outsider observer, I can't remember a stronger Arsenal squad. I've got, apart from the Wenger
Invincible.
Emirates era is probably our strongest squad.
This squad is ridiculous. I've been analysing it and it's mad.
No, it is the strongest squad they've had, because this is the strongest period.
Yeah,
Arteta's period in the Emirates era.
No, Matisse, we finished second twice, but this squad is better.
This squad is, of course, because this squad,
the ones that's finished twice.
This squad has got this depth everywhere. There's depth. Like how can you have Saliba come off at Anfield and the guy that comes in doesn't put a foot wrong? That's a squad. Ben White, who was one of the best right backs, is now a bench player.
On the pitch.
Lewis Skelly was one of the best young players in the league last year. He don't touch the pitch now. He's on the bench. Calafiori starting and playing. Ranieri, Eze, Odegaard, that's 3 10s right there. There's Trossard still here. Obviously, at the time, it was criticised because it looked like Arsenal was going to use that as an excuse not to buy what they needed to buy. But now it's the 12th man.
Gabby Jesus is still there.
Yeah. So not a team. That's why in the video you must, because there is no excuses. Like there is nothing.
They
There's
must have
nothing
moved.
missing. Like you
They
can't go anywhere and say, "Oh, could do with that." Could do.
Actually, let's ask Fuad because obviously Fuad probably Fuad, who must the most this season? That was the title of the video.
Arsenal, without a shadow of a doubt.
Common knowledge, man. Common knowledge.
It's very Liverpool have won their title. That was almost like the okay, now we've got two. No one can really say anything to us. Arne Slot's got his through the door. But I think with Mikel Arteta, it's insane the amount of pressure this season. If he doesn't win that title, I've said Iraola's waiting there on the wings, brother.
Oh, I think it's Fabregas myself, but okay.
No,
Fabregas is his dream situation is to take the Arsenal job. I think that would be career suicide.
Yeah,
I reckon Thierry Henry.
Como
No.
are owned by the richest owners in world football. You've built that club up. You've played a huge part in it. Take them to Europe. Whatever you need to do. Take a couple of years, like Alonso did. What's his name?
He'll end up at Arsenal. He'll end up at
Eventually, let Iraola have a little trial run.
What about Chelsea? He's a Chelsea legend as well, you know.
Yeah,
Anyway.
right.
Look, Eze, you see that Eze assist? Eze is the difference. Eze is the difference because
But I think California deserves more credit.
for me, before they signed Eze, it was Martinelli over there who can't dribble. Look at Eze.
Yeah.
Sending man, chopping them. If it wasn't Eze over there, Madueke would be over there. If you're not getting Madueke's right wing performance on that left, that Eze signing has just given us an issue with the service now to Gyökeres is there. So now Odegaard, if he's not doing his thing from a couple years ago, Eze's there. It's jarring. That signing there, that left channel that we talk about where Rice, is it too stiff? Could it be Mikel Merino too stiff? It's Eze. Eze. That is the game changer. That's that pass. I know people will just say, oh, it's not that left foot, weak out foot, bang.
Because what it does,
Can I just say, Matisse, I do think you are overgassing that a little bit because I'll be honest with you. You see that goal? I saw that maybe 40 different times at Tottenham Hotspur last season. That was typical Ange Postecoglou high line, gifting you tons of space, bro. You see that? You see them set pieces for that third one? As soon as I saw Ange Postecoglou lining up for this game, this was no longer about hate watch for Arsenal. This was just about seeing, let me see if Ange has got the same tendencies. Let me see if this is a man who has learned from last season. They asked him in the press conference, have you already implemented your style? And he went, Wednesday, mate. I said, what? You are already telling Murillo and Milinkovic to sit on a high line. Let's see how this works out. And when I saw that goal, I've seen it before. I've seen it before.
What's going on here, man?
I'm just saying that goal was good, but it was a given, bro. I mean, Ange Postecoglou, he's going to give you those chances 50 times a game.
Yeah, still nice cutback though, first time.
Definitely. Good player.
Yeah,
good
man.
player,
And he chopped a few man as well, and I think that's more Matisse's point. That
I just think that what they had over there was so basic, and it's just gone to.
And what I think as well is, let's say Bilbao, for example, maybe not Bilbao, but at some point this season, we'll probably see Eze maybe 10 and then Martinelli on the left. We'll probably see that at some stage. I then expect Martinelli to have even more opportunities because then there's more prongs to the attack from different angles. So Eze's centrally, we know he's still a threat, even a bigger threat potentially. So then if you got Saka or you got Madueke on the right, Eze through the middle, Martinelli should be picking up, more space to run into for him. Start doing something because the competition should make. Because Martinelli's not a shit player. Do you get what I'm saying? He just lost. He just hasn't improved over the years. This is the final roll of the dice. Now we've brought in competition. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna fight, or come end of the season? Are we gonna be looking at you as profit? Do you get what I'm saying? So. Even that, I'm looking at that as a positive light as well. I'm happy at the moment. Listen, we got City and Newcastle away next. That's two big games for different reasons. City have just bounced back themselves, Manchester derby, but last time out we smoked City, and the expectation is to beat them again. Maybe not smoke, beat them again. Who cares how it happens, right? They're a rival. What the fuck's going on with this light? And then after that is St. James Park. GRIZZ mentioned that not many teams are going to win there. Liverpool have. We're going up against Liverpool. So if we're trying to go toe-to-toe, we have to try win that game. How are we going to set up, firstly? An hour before the game, let's see the lineup. Because before Liverpool, it kind of dampened it a little, seeing that lineup. But let's see. Forest 3-0. City. Let's put it on them. Let's try and win that game rather than control it to death. Obviously, that's worked in the past as well. But I mean, let's get this spring in our step and keep going with it, because we finally got an attack where it's not just Saka. It's not just Saka. It's give Gyökeres one chance in that 90 minutes. He might bag it. You know, he's one of those strikers. Give Eze the ball in a bit of space. He might beat 1-2 man and curl it in. So we've got a few. Yeah, listen. I'm all in, man. I'm all in.
Sickening.
I'm all in. Sickening. Let me get the Arsenal super chats in whilst we are at it. There's a couple of neutral super chats, so I'm going to keep them to the end, people. Bobby Brennan says, good evening all. Hope you were well. Raise your hands if your team's playing midweek, or turn off your camera if your team's not playing midweek. Happy Champions League is back tomorrow. Up the Arsenal 2-1. Wow. There we go, Bobby. Big up Turkish and the panel, says Jashar. Hope you're good, my brother. I couldn't resist replying to the draft show. My team: Banks, Carlos, Alberto, Yankola, Desai, Bremer, Mateus, De Stefano, Hadji, Garincha, Wea, and Puskas.
My team beats that 6-0.
How old is this man?
6-0. Hadji's in there. I mean, every name there is a solid name. But people, if you haven't, go watch our draft vid. It came out not too long ago, so make sure you watch that. We also released something today with Geordie speaking on Amorim, so make sure you watch that if you haven't already. Let me go back to the Arsenal ones, or Arsenal related. William says, Chelsea fans were laughing and mocking it when we bought Madueke. Now they want to cry about the media's reaction to his performances.
Yeah, because it's not even crying. It's just factual. This performance that he put in is exactly what he had done multiple times for Chelsea. That's it. If you don't watch the Chelsea games, you wouldn't know that. Or it's just a typical case of Arsenal fans getting very excited in September. But that was a good performance. But you think every performance at Chelsea was bad? What did he do that we haven't seen him do? Cutbacks, we've seen that. Dribbling, we've seen that. Take-ons, we've seen that. This is not new information. Start whipping it in the far corner like Iron Robin, that's new information. Start box crashing, that's new information. Now, you don't have to do these things because you're a squad player at Arsenal, not a starter because of Saka. But all I'm saying is just relax, because it's not a groundbreaking revelation what we've watched this weekend. It's a good player had a good performance. That's normal. Can happen.
Fair.
On the flip side, we got one here from, it's not even worth mentioning, Tobes. The Noni Overgas is rattling me. He played well. However, he's had countless games like that for Chelsea. Did some people not watch at Chelsea?
And in fact, he probably did it at the start of last season as well.
He did.
Literally the same month.
He says Gyökeres traded his Tims for some AF1s. Beyond his goal, the link-up general play was much improved. Soon he'll be moving like he actually has boots on. I agree. The link-up play was doing well in the first half. All right, cool. That's the ones in on Arsenal. I believe that's, yep. Cool. FUAD, Tottenham, 3-0. 3 clean sheets in the first 4 as well. 3 wins in the first 4. I mean, you've started the season quite strongly.
Life's been good the last couple of months, man. European trophy, Daniel Levy gone, new manager in, signing players that we actually like and enjoy seeing at our club as well.
Do you have any kind words for Levy?
Thank you for, the business and how you financially improved the club and the stadium. That's it.
Does he deserve a statue?
Short and sweet. What are you doing, Turkish? Let's not turn this into rage bait conversation. West Ham 3.
That would have worked.
West Ham 0, sorry, Tottenham 3. You see, he almost ran me there. But no, I can't lie. Things are going well right now, and it's like almost feels like good reason to be optimistic this season. And I know people will say, wasn't life like this under Ange when he first came? And it's a whole different situation in my opinion. I feel like Ange was taking over from 2 managers who really wanted to overhaul the club, and he's had to see a proper transition through. Now Thomas Frank, I feel like he's come in and it's a breath of fresh air, because essentially I feel like last year what we saw was arguably the worst Tottenham team in Premier League history, despite the Europa League campaign. I think we've already matched our clean sheet record that we had for last year in the first 4 games. So that kind of tells you the difference and kind of the new lease of life we're coming into with this season. And I feel like, listen, when you see your star signing making his debut as well, I think the big concerns were how quickly is he going to adapt. I thought it could have been a little bit of a situation similar to like Wirtz at Liverpool. Is it going to take a few months? Physically, is the pace going to be too much for him? Bro, he looked like he took to it like a duck to water. He was technically clean, got an assist immediately coming out of the second half. I thought he's only going to get better, in my opinion. If that's the first game, I'm very happy with Simmons. And I really wanted him previously, but I just thought he would have never been within our remit. When Chelsea were going for him all summer, I thought, yeah, forget about it. They dilly-dallied, and the fact that a player like that is playing at Spurs for me is a little bit surprising because I don't see Spurs signing top-tier, premier, young talents as well who have options this often. So for me, very excited to see what he brings. Kudus, another one as well. I thought the midfield balance was much better compared to the game at Bournemouth because that performance at Bournemouth might have been one of the worst. And credit to Iraola and them, look, they scored us that week. But that midfield of Palhinha, Bentancur, Pape Sarr, I don't ever want to see that unless we're going up against Liverpool away at Anfield, Champions League away days, those games when we're not going to have much possession. Other than that, give me a Bergvall. Because what that boy is capable of and what he was doing in that game, I think he's going to be a special player, in my opinion, honestly. 18, 19 years old. I think technically what he's got, the dribbling ability, his eye for a pass, the run for that goal as well. I think, listen, the guys like Alan Shearer, Duncan Ferguson, and them man would have been proud of that header, the way he timed that run. So the assist, the swiveling of the hips in the boxes, quick, short, sharp movements, letting Van der Ven open his account as well. I think that boy can really cement a spot in that team this season. You've got Kulusevski out for a while. You've got Maddison out injured. There are creative roles in that midfield up for grabs. Xavi Simons coming in. I loved what he's given us on his debut. Kudus so far has been incredible in a lot of the games, barring maybe, I would say, I can't remember which game it was, but there was one game where he wasn't that great. But outside of that, I think there's positions there up for grabs. This Spurs team is now going under a transition, in my opinion. The likes of Kane, Son, that whole era, the Dele Allis, the Dembeles, they're all gone. Lloris. This is now an opportunity for all of these young kids, the Romeros, and Romero's actually one of the more senior guys, to be fair. But for them to stake a claim and really make this team their own. So it's a good time to be a Spurs fan. I'm excited for this season. I'm excited to see what Thomas Frank can bring. Champions League coming midweek as well. And weirdly enough, we've actually been given one of the easiest draws in the Champions League. So I'm looking at it like, hey, man, can we maybe, do a little deep, dark horse run? So I'm excited for this season. But what do you lot reckon of Thomas Frank at Spurs so far?
Listen, I rate him, man. I wanted him at United, and I think what I like about him is that he can adapt, man, to different games, different scenarios. I feel like the game you've seen there, man, the license to give Bergvall the freedom as well, even Pepe Matissar as well. I think he's a top manager, man, good man manager as well.
Sorry, can I just quickly say as well, Pape Sarr, the way he has started this season, first couple games of playing in the 10 role, I've always said he's like a jack of all trades, but I want to realize what he's a master of. And I think Thomas Frank, that's almost like the perfect profile of midfielder. Those are the guys who at Brentford thrive. And I think he's going to go up a level this season, in my opinion. And I'm excited to see Thomas Frank. As you said, one of the things I love is how he can chop and change and switch up his tactics. Because last season on Ange, that was the biggest thing, bro. We were stuck playing one way, regardless of who was available, regardless of who was fit, regardless of what we had. Now we've got an actual manager that is gauging the opposition, that is looking at the squad we have and saying, do you know what? We can play different systems. You know what, Udogie? Take a rest today. We need you for the Champions League. I've got Jed Spence. I'll start him. And Jed Spence can cover both sides, so it's wonderful. And I've said Van der Ven and Romero. I think if those two can stay fit, we will see the best version of them this season, in my opinion. Because for the last 2 seasons, I feel like they've been set up to fail with that high line, with that almost suicide defensive mission. I think Thomas Frank now is kind of setting them up in a kind of little bit of a deeper block. I think they're not being demanded as much to kind of dominate possession as they were under Ange. I think Romero, if he stays fit, that assist was incredible, but he is going to be a top player, in my opinion. And Van der Ven, we know what unicorn he is anyway. But
I like that partnership. I think Romero alongside Virgil is probably the best ball playing centre back. One of the best in Europe. One of the best in Europe. I think his range of passing and his level of passing is pure midfield levels, man. Like the way he breaks lines. Like Toby often complains about your build-up. And but with I think one of the reasons why you probably haven't invested, or I don't know why, like not why you haven't invested, but one of the reasons why you probably turned a blind eye is because of his level of passing. Like Romero, we know his flaws, like he's temperamental, he's rash, over eager. He's got a bit of Martin Skirtle in him.
I'll be honest with you, Grizz. I feel like that was like 2 years ago. Over the last
Yeah.
year or so, I think he's got
rattle
a lot of that out of his game. But I get what you mean. Keep going.
The top players can rattle him a little bit, but his passing, his line breaking passes, yeah. And Jed Spence, we know he's been one of the best fullbacks in the Premier League last 12 months. Brilliant. And I'm glad you said Bergvall, because I told Toby about Bergvall when you signed him. I said baller, absolute baller. So yeah, I think Palina's made a massive difference to you lot.
Yeah.
I know eyebrows were raised about the age and the profile, but the Premier League can't get enough. The Premier League, you know what you're saying? The Premier League can't get enough of an old warhorse dog in midfield, DM old school. The Premier
Bro,
League
they're built for this league.
They're built for this league. Bayern was not him. This is back. He's back to his own comfortable surrounds. He's just there to just be up, be physical, pass it off. Even pass it off to Romero. You know what I mean? He doesn't have to pass it up to a forward player even. So I think he's made a massive difference. I just still think up front, I've made my feelings very clear on Tell. I've made my feelings clear on obviously the rest of them. You know, I just
Brennan Johnson, Colomwani.
You know. But Colomwani, look, no. Before people, you always try to get me in trouble.
Grizz, I'm glad you saw that. I'm glad you caught him.
Can I write it down now?
Colomwani, I didn't say was bad. I said Tell's bad. I said Colomwani, I don't think is the answer for Spurs. That's what I said at the time. But
has that been watered down, chat?
No, I'm writing it down.
I will say.
Said? Is it watered down a little bit?
I do agree. Grizz, I do agree there, though. I do think in the number 9 position we might struggle because Tell, that was an opportunity for him, in my opinion. Richarlison's been playing in Bolivia. He ain't starting. Colomwani ain't going to jump in. Solanke's out injured. You've got an opportunity here. West Ham away. He didn't take it, bro. He was literally anonymous for the entire game. And I worry for him because I've said, I don't know if the number 9 is his best position, but then he himself is convinced that he's number 9. I think you've got Colomwani. We'll see what he brings. I'm sure he'll be given minutes because he wasn't given any in this game. To be fair, in this game as well, after the Souček red card, it was kind of a given. We were doing Ole's and it was a rollover to be fair. Yeah. But I do worry because Solanke, everybody forgets 65 million record signing, bro. I know he's out injured, but I'm expecting things this season when he comes back. I think I'm looking at Colomwani and I'm like, if we're banking on a loanee who we don't have an option on to come in and save that number 9 position for us this season, I can't take that. Richarlison, I love what he's given me these first couple games, but I know it's Richarlison, bro. I'm not going to get this for 12 months. I'm not going to get this for 10 months. I'll enjoy the little 3-4 games that I get here and there, but I am a little bit concerned about that number 9 position. I can't lie to you.
Tob's also in the chat just talking away. Hey, bro, you wanted to be on the show, then you should have been here, brother. I don't know what's going on? He's giving analysis in the fucking.
Is he doing the paragraphs?
Paragraphs in the live chat, man.
Sharp, man.
Yo.
Go to work, man. No one wants to hear from you.
Yeah,
he's running to God's work, man.
Man thinks this is the big 7. Move.
Can you send us pictures of your gym, please? Send us pictures of your gym. Just shut your mouth.
Let me see if there's any Tottenham super chats. I did see 1 or 2 earlier. Yeah, here we are. Ennis says, I don't know how far this Thomas Frank train is going to take us, but I'm just so happy that we are watching common sense football again at the Lane.
Fully agree, honestly. Fully agree.
That's just general consensus. I think that was it in terms of Tottenham related, but I'm going to go back and go through the 11 remaining super chats and we'll cover them more on the draft. Jeremy says, what's more shameless, Eto'o at right wing or Modric on Spurs Mount Rushmore?
Oh, we answered this in the mob.
We answered this, didn't we?
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
we did.
I missed the context.
Yeah, so FUAD, we did a video.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Can I just ask him something? Can I ask? What do you think of this front three? Neymar, Suarez, Eto'o. What do you think of that front three?
It's good. It's very good.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah,
Real
man.
football man.
Hey, let's not forget. Eto was right wing when Inter Milan won the Champions League.
Yeah, for how long? Man?
FUAD, I'm
prime
marrying you.
position, though.
FCM, you're losing a member. SDM, you're losing a member. Tobes, go to SDS or FCM, bro. You're out of here, bro. This is real football talk right here. Matisse, you see, I know.
Wait. Why am I seeing Modric on Spurs Mount Rushmore though? Who's
the same guy?
Toby put Modric on Spurs Rushmore. He didn't put Son.
Insane. Like, do you know what it is? I think Modric, Tobes has like a love for Modric that is beyond me, even honestly.
He said
I can't understand it, but he does not belong on Mount Rushmore. I'm sorry. That is insane.
No, Son is crazy, man.
What about Gareth Bale? Would you put Gareth Bale on it?
Yeah, definitely.
It's a sticky one, but in terms of peak performance, you would say, but I don't think so. Nah.
Premier League, probably not.
I think
all
I'm
time.
looking at Ledley,
if
Ledley,
you're doing,
Harry, Son.
Rushmores are not about peak performance for me.
Yeah, it's your greatness from what you've kind of done. Ledley, Harry, Son.
Like their manager who won a league title has to be on there for sure. That's one spot out of 4 done. Son's on there. That's 2 spots. Like you got
Kane has to be there.
Glenn Hoddle. Glenn Hoddle.
What's the one? Izzy Ardiles?
Izzy Ardiles, you know.
Ozzy Ardiles. Get out of here, man.
Sorry,
Ozzy Ardiles.
Hey, Van der Vaart. I love that one. We'll stick him on.
Van der Vaart.
Musa Dembele. I take it back. Musa Dembele.
Damn.
Klinsmann. How long was he there for?
Trishan says
7 years.
Did you say Clint Dempsey? What did you say?
Clint Dempsey was a bigger player.
What did you say?
Smiled.
Nah, I didn't see him.
Wait, what did
What did
Matisse
say? Saeed, can someone?
I said
what did you
Clint
say?
Dempsey was better at Fulham than Tottenham.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How long was Lineker there for?
Lineker.
Gary Lineker, did he play for
You're
Tottenham?
talking before I was born.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, with it, like, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, I when I do these Mount Rushmore stuff, I only do people I've seen, man. I ain't gone in the time machine to go and watch, you know what I mean, them man that were in the black and white days.
He just said Glenn Hoddle.
I remember Jimmy.
Yeah, he did. Oh
Said
yeah,
Glenn
yeah.
Hoddle.
Oh, you mean? Oh yeah. I
He
get
could have
you.
been born when Glenn Hoddle was spraying it about in the midfield.
Oh no, Glenn Hoddle, I've seen the tapes in it.
Glenn Hoddle was.
You know what it was there? I'll be real, yeah. Do you not remember ESPN Classics on Sky?
Yeah.
They used to roll back bare Glenn Hoddle videos on there, and I said to you, I used to watch full length matches. He's the only legend of the club that I knew back in the days.
Let Uncle Grizz tell you, Glenn Hoddle was different levels.
Bro,
Levels. I know people talk about his punditry now and his commentating, and he's gone a bit mad in the England coaching and the managing. Glenn Hoddle as a player was 10 years ahead of his time. 10 years.
Bro.
Yeah, one of England's best.
He was a silky footballer.
Oh, he was insane.
Trishan says Stevenio and Toboslai better start coming with something other than quote their shit for their namesake soon. 2 of the standout players this season. Those names bang, I can't lie. Big up Saeed. He says Grill, when you bring Salah, Van Dijk, Mane, Bobby, will they winning teams?
Yeah, get my name right in it. I might answer it.
Man called you Grill.
You know what I mean?
You're getting
I
grilled.
like that one.
You're getting grilled.
That's
He's
a
always
grill.
eating. That's why. Always
You're getting
eating.
grilled.
Man's always
Grill
eating.
Khan. Grill Khan. That's a show in itself.
Hey,
you know?
Grill
Hey, you need to get some grills or something.
You need to name one of your takeaways, Grill Khan.
Nah. We're gonna do a show. We're gonna do a Grill Khan where everyone just comes and grills me. Everybody that argues with me in the chat and tells me kick him out. You know what I mean? Grill Khan. You come and Grill Khan.
I can see a Grill Khan popping up in Luton soon.
Yeah, man. 6 wings and chips. $6.99. Man, Grizz. Amin says, serious question. I got really concerned. Steve, what were you thinking about when Tobes and Turkish were arguing on the draft video?
I just take a deep breath and let them roll. You know what I mean? I knew who I wanted in my team, and I know my team was the best. I looked through the chat the other day briefly, and everyone agrees that my team was sick.
Yeah, I think most did say yours.
Yeah, so
I did look through it.
Yeah, but it's luck, innit?
A bit. Morton says Matisse and Saeed enjoy hoping for Liverpool's loss more than watching their own teams.
No,
Did Matisse do the whole
Matisse,
people?
Matisse loves
Hey, did he call you?
I was getting revenge on Saeed.
Yeah, bro, man.
Hey, did he
Again,
call
you're
you?
welcome.
He's in a
You're
title race.
welcome. You're literally welcome. The way that, bro, the way the
He's in a title race. I thought you wanted them to lose.
but that's what we have to be in it, right? But if we're not, then obviously I have to because I'm not having Arsenal do it. So what do you want from me? Same thing you're on. You're trying to get Arsenal. You want Arsenal to win the league. You literally want Arsenal
You're
to
in
win
a
the league.
title race, though. Worry about
Brother,
yourself.
I am in it. It's my team. My team have to present themselves.
It's still early.
You have to beat Brentford. We have to beat Brentford, brother. I'm telling you, we have to beat Brentford. We have to be there.
Rishab says, would love to have you in do a backyard chat in Toronto, the greatest city in North America with the best icy pollen out there. Also, Matisse, I'm worried about our defense versus Kane, but not worried about the Pakistani cricket team. Don't get him started this late into the night and show people. Don't, Rishab. Don't. And on Toronto, I mean, Canada's up there in terms of support. So don't. It's on the sheet. It's on the paper. So listen, it's depending on what World Cup group ends up in Canada. You know, maybe we all link it up. I don't know. We'll see how it all plays out, people. But Canada, love for the love. We see the support from over that side. Panel, there is not one centre back you put Van Dijk next to him ever, and he is second best. You're on drugs that I don't want to say because we'll be demonetized. Sorry, it says forfeit idea. Prediction loser has to wear full kit, include. I have to stop there without even reading. None of us would rather jump off a cliff.
It's not happening.
Than wear the opposition colours. I'll be honest with you. I don't think anyone. I definitely wouldn't. I know Steve definitely wouldn't. Saeed definitely wouldn't. Grizz wearing a man. Nah, it's not happening. And Matisse, it ain't happening.
No. Read the rest of it as he goes. Go into a home derby game and do a full vlog.
Is he okay?
You're out your mind.
I don't even wear Inter Milan kits. What are you talking about?
Listen, did you see the United fan outside that video of me that's going round now on TikTok?
Yeah.
Well, listen, let me just tell you the truth with him, yeah? Soon as I spotted him, I thought, I'm going to twat him straight away. I walked over to him, and then all of a sudden, this camera crew appeared out of nowhere. It was the biggest stitch-up I've ever seen. The guy had cowboy boots on, outside the City away end.
You said, what are those?
I went, what are them there? And then he's going, Manchester's red. I was like, is this where we fell to now as a society? That there's some gimp in a United shirt outside the away end trying to wind everyone up.
And then
the police took him down the road, made him take his top off. I seen him get slapped about 3 times off like young kids, running past. I'm like, why would you want to do that? There's another guy doing it, some American white guy that did it outside Wolves. I've seen him outside Arsenal. I'm like, people are going to... But if you went over and drilled him, you're getting nicked, innit?
And they're getting the views. That's what they want, the views. Trust me. Fill
him in.
They want you to twat him. They wanted you to twat him because then you're going viral on TikTok for twatting someone.
Oh.
I'd have definitely if I'm only getting a fine, I'm digging him. So can someone confirm what you get if you crack him? Because the next one needs a crack.
It ain't a crime if you don't get caught.
Just to round off this idea from Troy, he's actually right. Your own team, where did you see opposition? I mean, that is a good forfeit in a way.
That's dead, man. It's dead. There's no value in that, man. There's no content value.
It's not electric, but it's fun.
Hold on a second.
It's funny,
I got pushed off a cliff, and this is where we're going next. This is the direction you're trying to take the forfeits.
Hold on,
brother. We need to. Let's
I just remember that.
let me not see any more suggestions.
Hey, you don't try to kill Matisse.
Yeah,
you don't got 4 kids now.
If your suggestion
is going in a cage with 20 gorillas.
If the suggestion is not life-threatening, don't even type. Don't even bother. Seriously. Okay. We don't want to hear it.
Life-threatening forfeits only, please.
Facts.
Chris went out of a plane, mate. Chris went out of a plane.
Yeah.
Man said,
I think next one, I've got an idea. Something to do with briefs in like sort of ice, like everywhere, snow. Like do something like that. Yeah.
What'd you say?
Good. Love.
Ice or something he said.
Good show.
Briefs.
Yeah. David Blaine, Icebox.
David Blaine or something like.
Yeah.
Briefs. Did I hear
like
briefs?
Again. I like
Bruv,
where
you're
you're going.
taking this to the communal shower business, innit? Like, I know what
You've
you're
done
doing.
it again, though. Why are we just here
Again,
talking? You're
mate,
talking about man in
mentioning
briefs
I
and
don't,
ice.
hold on a minute. What's this? I'm
He's
you know,
mentioning underpants.
Okay,
It was
just-
a bit dodgy in South Africa when you
I'm,
wanted
you
to
know
have
what I
a
mean?
go.
I'm a humble brother, man. I don't
Guys, I
understand.
just wanted to talk about like you can't be wearing clothes and like come on, man. You know what I'm saying? It's late.
Put it this
Oh,
way.
long,
Put it this
long.
way, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather go in the
Late.
shower
Late.
in Strangeways,
Late. It's
yeah,
injury
late,
time.
man.
Strangeways prison than with
yeah,
Big Toby
Grizz.
in there. I ain't getting no shower with Toby in there.
Uncle, man.
It's all mad.
It's injury
Uncle,
time.
way.
man. Yo, what's going
From
on, man?
brief
It's-
showers
I need
to
sleep,
wife
man. I
and-
need sleep. I said brief.
Yeah, man,
sorry.
let's get this guy to sleep, man. You know what I mean? Let's
Added
not.
I said brief.
time. Added
Well,
on
Yeah,
time.
yeah. Grizz, your watch is done for the night.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
worry.
I said
yeah.
briefs, man. I said
Early,
briefs.
early back, man.
Your
Make
watch
it
is
brief.
done.
Make it brief.
Don't even talk about baths with this guy. Just don't even mention
Yeah, you know
baths,
what?
showers, anything, please.
You know what I'm trying to say, though?
Kyle says, I don't know if you lot
Hey.
saw, but Bonnie Blue was at the Rangers and Hearts game, and I quote, "No wonder she's at a Rangers game with how much they both get pumped."
Bro, what's going on now, man?
Yeah, it's mad.
It was a good one. Liverpool question, Grizz, our parade had 1.5 million people. Them haters had 110k Saturday. We are levels. Tell viewers how Liverpool stands for social justice.
You said it, bro. Better than me.
1.5. I don't know what's
He's
going
talking
on
about.
there.
I think he's talking about the demonstration in London, innit? Tommy Robinson one.
I'm not being
Oh.
funny, mate, but there was
I
definitely
still don't even understand how
definitely
that.
more than 110k people there. What I see.
How's that linked to Liverpool?
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a bit of a weird.
That's parade baiting.
It's like I said, it's injury time. Even the chat, they're losing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's injury time, but it's injury
Try
time.
to keep it on subject, people. Jashar says, Big Steve, I picked players that were left after all your picks. I couldn't believe De Stefano, Garincha, and Puskas weren't picked. Not our time, OG. Not our time. I know you've seen a few of them in action.
Only I seen them, man.
Yeah, true. Matt says, hold on. We need to give FUAD the context. Neymar, Suarez, Eto'o is a great front three, but Turkish said Eto'o at right wing.
Oh,
Yo!
Yo!
Go back!
yo,